Hello. Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Andy. Good afternoon, Vasila. And for those that joining us right now, hi again. Hi again. So it's been a while, yeah. Hi, Go Hong as well. Been a while, been some time that we meet up because previously we were in August session and now we're in September. Yeah, so this is the first session of September. Again, welcome everyone to Sidec e-commerce class live streaming. And thank you for joining us today. For those that here, I see some familiar names. My name is Chacha. For those that joining us the first time, hello, Ziqing. Hello, Kaishen. Chacha here again. I'm actually from DMC, Digital Marketing Consultancy, and partnering with Sidec. I'll be your host for the sessions. And on behalf of Selangor Information Technology and Digital Economy Corporation, which is Sidec, I would like to extend a warm welcome again to all of you who are currently watching the live here with us. Yeah, about 97 of you already. Hello, Color again. Yes, hi. So for those that are joining us, we're very happy to have you back with us. And for those first time, welcome, welcome. And you can comment hi. We see a lot of hi here. Hi, Sharice, is it? Hi, Nazil. Yes. And then for those that for joining us today, we are going to talk about digital marketing already. Yeah. So we have been through introduction to e-commerce process, and we are right now in digital marketing sessions. So share with us where you are tuning in from. Yeah, hi Beyond. Okay. And for those that would like to share this with your friends and family, do help us to share your this live right now out on your social media. Yeah, so they can benefit from today's sessions on digital marketing. And for your information, with the team of Elevate Your E-commerce Knowledge, this is a free e-commerce class live streaming, and it's brought to you by the Selangor State Government together with Sidec. So we have scheduled a total of 15 sessions. Yeah, for those that joined us previously, you have probably seen the schedules and you have attended the sessions on introduction e-commerce process. And today we are going to talk about social media marketing. And there will be upcoming sessions for September on Google marketing, affiliate marketing, email marketing, and content marketing as well. So if you are interested, do sign up for the sessions. Yeah, go to Sidec e-commerce Sidec website as well as on their Facebook to sign up and register for the sessions. And before we invite the speakers of the session, right now I would like to invite Encik Ikwan from Sidec. Yeah. Encik Iwan to be on the screen. Yes. Hi, Encik Iwan from
Hello.
Sidec.
Hello,
Yes, hello
Kajika. Hi,
again.
everyone.
Yeah, so
Okay,
I'll
so,
pass the session to you to share with
o-
them on Sidec and a little bit more of like extra information. All right.
okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, okay. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon and Assalamualaikum. So, let me share my screen first. So, I hope everyone can see my screen. Okay. Okay, firstly, I would like to wish a warm welcome, everyone. Welcome again to our third module, which is on the marketing, on the digital marketing. So, before this, we already learned about the first module and the second module. And today, after 1 week, we will proceed to our third module. And today's topic will be on EC301, where social media marketing. So, before that, let me introduce myself first. For you that maybe that you are new here, and before this, you are never joined our class. And if this is your first time, my name is Ikwan. You can call me Ikwan. So basically today I will share about some introduction about Sidec. So what is Sidec? Sidec is a Selangor State Government agency where we are under our parent company, which is Invest Selangor Berhad. So we are focusing on the three sectors, which are e-commerce, startup, and SME. Before this, we are named CTEC, stand for Selangor IT and E-commerce Council. And then in early this year, we have rebranded to Selangor IT and Digital Economy Corporation, where we have moved from council to the Senderan Berhad. Okay, along this journey, along our journey for creating the EC class, we have trained more than 9,000 SMEs through only our EC programs. So as you can see here in the slide here is the CTEC achievement, last achievement from year 2015 and year 2000 until year 2020. All our programs have contribute to the economic impact of 334.37 million. Okay, who are our Sidec ecosystem and our target audience? So basically, as you can see here, and I mentioned just now, there are e-commerce, startups, and SME. Basically, these three entity are our player. So as you can see here, e-commerce will need SME to supply them as the product or act as client and for marketing. Also, e-commerce will help the SME to assist them by selling the products and provide services online. You can see here the startups also act as the TSP for the e-commerce, so that the startups can supply the TSP product such as the cloud accounting and digital marketing, so that the SME can adopt the digital marketing. And next, we move to the stages of the entrepreneurial cultivation. So you can see here there are three phases. Basically, these phases are the phases that we use in order to develop our program. So the first phase is the talent scaling, upskilling, and reskilling. So the program that you are currently joining is the program that we develop based on this phase, which is the EC class is under the talent skilling. And after that, we move on to the adoption and onboarding. We also create the program based on this phase. And finally, when you have adopt the digital, you will be moved to the program that for branding and scaling and inspire with success stories. So next slide is the Selangor Digital Creative Center. As you can see here, it's a beautiful figure where there are some beanie bag, there are some swing, and also the backdrop the Selangor Digital Creative Center. So this is our main HQ, Selangor Digital Creative Center in ICT. So this is the main office. You can see here there is only the 20%. So basically, SDCC is a certified Malaysia digital hub. By saying the digital hub, it means that we are a shared workspace, or where we will provide the co-working environment for other SME and startups that want to utilize our facility. So as you can see here, there are few co-working spaces. There are also photo studio, and we also provide multiple meeting rooms, seminar rooms, and a cafe in order for you to utilize our facilities. So our main office is not only for our colleague only, not only for Sidec. So for you outside there, for you at the SME or any company that want to rent our facilities, you can request for quotation from our side, because for your information also, our rental for the co-working space is quite the cheapest, which is around 100 ringgit. It's quite the cheapest in the Klang Valley. Next, we move to the e-commerce program. So I will tell you a little more some about programs that we have done before. So the program that you are currently entering and currently ongoing is the EC class. I believe that all of you are aware, we are currently on the EC 301, which is on the social media marketing. So basically, EC class is only the basic class. Where you will learn from the introduction, and you will move to the process and until the digital marketing. So once you complete this basic class, and if you want to learn more on the advanced classes, we have completed. We are yet to complete it, and we are currently still in the finalizing our module, but we have completed all the title. So our next EC masterclass will be held on 9 October. So this EC masterclass, for the registration, you can start to register. Inshallah, we will provide the link by next week, by the Monday or Tuesday next week. So there will be 8 topics. We hear your voices, we hear your suggestion. Some of the participants asked for the Malay class. So there will be 4 Bahasa Melayu class and 4 English classes. The topics will be the same, but there are 4 topics, but there will be 2 languages, which are in Bahasa Malaysia and English. So for the masterclass 1, you will learn about panduan terkini membina, meningkatkan dan menggandakan kedai anda di Shopee, where you will learn about Shopee. And for the MC2, the tingkatkan trafik dengan teknik Facebook Ads yang berkesan. So for this topic, you will learn how to do the more effective Facebook advertisement. And next, for the MC3, where we will held on the 23rd October, you will learn about how to explore the Amazon.com, which is the topic which is on terokai pasaran global dengan Amazon.com. And the final topic for the Bahasa Melayu language will be the rahsia menarik lebih banyak pelanggan menggunakan teknik live commerce. So by referring to this topic in Bahasa Malaysia, you will have a one-to-one more deeper class you will learn a deeper class with a coach. So basically, this class is only for 30 packs, only limited to 30 packs only. So the class is only for 150 ringgit per packs. So you are encouraged to register for this class because last time the commitment fee is around 299 ringgit. So due to the pandemic, and we have agreed to decrease the price until the 150 ringgit only per packs. Likewise, the English classes also same like the Malay class, but the languages will be on English. Yeah. So later we will provide the link for the e-commerce masterclass registration in our Facebook and in the WhatsApp group. Next, we move to our program that are also currently ongoing, which is online hundreds and brand hundreds. So, what are the online hundreds and brand hundreds? As you can see, online hundreds is for the web store, and for brands hundred is for the website. So, the online hundred and brand hundred only limited for hundreds quotas only. So, yeah, if you are a state Selangor seller and you already have a ready product, you can register for online hundred and in brand 100. So if you register for 100, basically you will receive also the brands 100. If you join the brands 100, we will provide you a 2 years free domain and web hosting. So as you can see now, brands 100, the website, to the cost of the implementation of website and the maintenance is around hundreds to thousands, right? So if you join this program, we will provide you a website for free, which is subsidized by the state government. Also, likewise, the online 100, we will provide you a platform in the market store, so you can sell your products in the platform, which is in Ubeli. I got a question from Mr. Lai Karwe. These are beginner or intermediate level? For the e-commerce masterclass, never mind. The beginner and intermediate class, any level also can join. But in case you want to learn deeper about the EC class, so this is about the master class where you will learn deeper. And never mind, if you are in which level, you can still learn. And we hope that, and we believe that we can give you a deeper coaching compared to the current class that are ongoing. So we move to the Jelajah Usahawan Digital Selangor. We also do program for the people in Selangor region that are outside of the urban area, which is the rural area. So for the Jelajah Usahawan Digital Selangor, we bring the e-commerce ecosystem to the outside of the rural area, of the urban area, so that all the region in Selangor can receive the same ecosystem, or it can receive the same e-commerce ecosystem, just like the urban area. We don't want to have the digital divide among the local and the urban area. Question from the Muhammad Nazir Abdul Manaf, bilakah tarikh pendaftaran akan dibuka? For the EC masterclass, Mr. Muhammad Nazir, we will open inshallah we will open the registration by next week, by Tuesday or by next Tuesday or next Monday. Next is the Malaysia Top E-commerce Merchant Award. So this is the program, like I said just now, in the third phase, which is on the the branding and the scaling phase. So Malaysia Top E-commerce Merchant Award is for you that you are already selling, and you have already a company, so you can register in this program. Yeah, where this is in addition, also this is the biggest e-commerce merchant award program in Malaysia, because there are no other agency or no other company that organize this event. So what are the event currently doing? What are the top e-commerce merchant award are doing? So if you can see here is the award. So the award given to the product, to the merchant that are top in the e-commerce platform that are selling products. So if many of us know top products such as the Biscuit Julie's or yours. Do we know who are the merchant behind the products? So by joining this product, we will evaluate you, and we will give mark to you, and finally we will announce who is the winner for the this year merchant top e-commerce merchant award. I got a question from Mr. Mohana Kumar. What are the programs available? For the programs available for the current program that is currently ongoing, only the EC classes and online 100 and brand 100 only, Mr. Mohana. For the EC masterclass and top e-commerce merchant award, we will announce soon. Mr. Lakawe, there is a question: the 4 classes, English or Malay, whether it is a 150 per class or 150 for 4 classes. Mr. Lai, the 150 is per class. the 150 so if you want to join MC1, you will need to pay 150, and if you want to join MC2, you also need to pay another 150. So next, we also have the study trip where we will bring our SME to China. So this program last time we did in year 2018, but now currently cannot be done because of the pandemic hit. So the reason why we did this study trip, because we want to take our SME to experience learning business related technology in China, and we want to give exposure to them in order to cross border, so they can learn, maybe they can find any alternative to sell cross border to China. Besides of e-commerce class, we also have startup programs. We have a lot of startup programs for our startup. So as you can see here, the Selangor SAP program, Pitch at Selangor series, Startup Roadshow, and also the domestic and overseas. For the startups, if you have joined our program last year, in last 2019, and the winners, we brought them to the Silicon Valley trips. So if you don't know what is a Silicon Valley trip, Silicon Valley is located in San Francisco, USA. So Silicon Valley is the digital hub of the global technology for the digital marketing or digital e-commerce. This is the digital hub. So when we brought our SME there, they can meet a lot of mentors out there, and they also can find a lot of investors at there. Besides, we also have the programs for SME. As you can see here, we have SME enrichment workshop. We have the SME digital accelerator program. So why are we producing this program? Because we want to produce high impact entrepreneurs. And besides that, we also have additional programs, which is Selangor e-Bazaar and Selangor SME digitalization matching grant. For Selangor e-Bazaar, we have already ended last June. So we have a lot of phases, a lot of edition. Where as you can see here, Selangor e-Bazaar Raya 2020, Selangor e-Bazaar Raya 11/11, Chinese New Year, Selangor e-Bazaar Raya. So this is our microsite where we have done in Shopee and Lazada. So if you haven't heard about our Selangor e-Bazaar is a campaign where the Selangor State Government collaborated with Shopee and Lazada and provided 1 million voucher each to Shopee and Lazada to be utilized by their seller or Selangor seller that joined the Selangor e-Bazaar achievement, for buyer to buy from their shop in the Shopee and Lazada. As you can see here, Selangor e-Bazaar Raya 2020, the voucher allocation was 1 million only for Shopee. And moving forward to e-Bazaar 11/11, the Selangor State Government have included Lazada and the 2 million voucher allocation. Also 2 million another for CNY. And for the last time, for the final e-Bazaar is on the Selangor e-Bazaar Raya, also 2 million allocated. So bring up the total voucher allocated is around 7 million. And from this voucher allocated, which is only 7 million, we have generated the total sales direct from all voucher, which is up until 144.7 million. So as you can see here, that is a quite huge amount, and I believe this program is really successful. But I want to give credit to all the Selangor seller because you have taken a proactive action. Apart from selling conventional, you have adopt digital, you sell in this platform, and that can make your business run smoothly. Next is the Selangor SME Digitalization Matching Grant. This grant is currently open and ongoing. As you can see here, the Selangor SME Digitalization Matching Grant is to assist Selangor SMEs to go digital and to survive during the COVID-19 pandemic. So how does the Selangor SME Digitalization Matching Grant work? Is the Selangor State Government will provide a 50% matching grant, which means a maximum of 5,000 each for each company to subscribe to a service provider. So if a company want to adopt e-commerce at one service provider, and the cost is 10,000, so you will only need to pay 5,000, and another 5,000 will be supported by the Selangor State Government, where there will be the subsidized in the grant lah. So what are the area that we are offering in this grant? There are e-commerce, HR and payroll system, cloud and accounting tax, digital marketing, and ecosystem. So if your company want to adopt digital e-commerce through this area, you can apply you can apply for this grant. So for second batch is already open from last 1st August and will be ended next month where we're on 31st October. So the amount of grant that's still available is 3.8 million. You can apply the grant in the link that are provided at there. So you are encouraged to apply if you are eligible to if you are eligible. So if you can see here, the characteristic and the eligibility for you to apply is your company must be at least 51% owned by Malaysian, and you must be registered in Selangor. But if your HQ is on another state but you have the branch in Selangor, you can still apply for this grant. And lastly is the Data Internet Selangor. This is our new program. We collaborated with the MBI, Menteri Besar Selangor Incorporation, where the program that are currently running is the Data Internet Selangor. How the Data Internet Selangor work is the online salon will be given a subsidiary of 20 ringgit per month for a period of 12 months of free internet. So if you register for this Data Internet Selangor, you will be given a free SIM card, a 12-month internet data, and you will need only to pay 20 ringgit per month. The Data Internet Selangor program is open from last 15 July. There are three packages. If you want to, if you are interested to apply. There are package Prabaya Live 20 by DG, package Pribaya Selcom B40 Selangor by Selcom, and package Pribaya TM Prepaid Bebas by Unify. But as you can see here, the benefits are more on the Live 20 by DG. So if you are interested, you can apply. You can send an email directly to this@mbselangor.com.my or e-commerce@sidec.com.my. We also will provide the link in comment and in the WhatsApp group, in our Sidec EC WhatsApp group. So if you are interested, you can apply. But you can choose if you want to maintain your current contact number or you want to apply for a new contact number. Besides, you also can use one IC for one number. So you cannot use your one IC for a lot or for more number lah. Only for one number only. Okay, so I believe that's all my presentation today. So I hope everyone can learn something from this class today and happy learning. So back to you, Chacha.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Encik
thank you,
Ikon.
everyone.
Yeah, so all these are a lot of information. I'm sure some of them have questions. Yeah, so do not worry. Sidec team is going to answer your comment as well. Yeah, so if you have anything, you can also PM them and then drop them a message as well. So the team will get back to you. Yeah, so thank you, Encik Ikwan. We'll carry on with the sessions, but I'm sure like Jason has questions and Karthik has questions as well. So maybe our team will follow up in terms of that from Sidec. Yeah, thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Karthik, don't worry. So the team will get back to you in terms of the comment. You can drop some PM message to the team as well. Yeah, so to CDEC Facebook. All right, so back to the topic today. As mentioned, CDEC has a lot of programs that's upcoming. EC Masterclass is going to start registration on 6th of September next week. So do check out on Facebook as well as their website for more information. Yeah. So on today's topic, we are going to talk about social media marketing, and we have about 200 of you here, yeah, for today's session. So do help us to share this out on your social media, this live, if you think it will benefit your friends and family. Social media marketing, well, it has become the most common business strategy that a lot of business owners are utilizing, especially after and during the pandemic. Yeah, social media marketing uses social media, as we know, as a social network to market the company's products and services. Allow company to engage with existing customers that focusing on social media a lot to reach out our potential new customers as well to promote your product and services. So the site like Facebook, Instagram that we all know is commonly used to execute social media marketing in the Malaysian market. And today we have invited 3 experts from the industry, which I will right now invite them to be on the screen to say a simple hi to all of you. Hi.
Hi.
Okay,
Hi.
yeah,
Hello.
why, yes. Hi, so all of the audience, you can see on the screen. First up, we have Miss Roselin from Goodfellas Worldwide. Hi, Roselin.
Hi, Chacha. Hi, everyone. Good to see you all
Hi.
here.
Yes, so she will be our coach for the session, will be the first speaker. And next up, we will have our next speaker, which will be Miss YY from AVANA Asia.
Hi
Hello.
everyone, I'm Yen Yee. Feel free to call me YY.
Yeah, YY is so cute. YY. Yeah, and we have Encik Syukran over here, Jamil from Econ Malaysia. Hi, Encik Syukran.
Hi everybody.
Yeah, so Encik Syukran will be our third speaker of today. So later on, we will have the session on that Q&A as well. So I will re-invite all the speakers to be on the screen. Right now, I'll put the speakers on back end. I'll do a little bit of like housekeeping rule, and then I'll re-invite Miss Roselin. Yeah. Okay. So housekeeping rules over here before we get started. For those that join our session, you have known that. So if you have any questions during the sessions, yeah, do feel free to type in the comment box. Interact with our speakers as much as possible. I will pick some relevant questions for our speakers to answer during the Q&A at the end of today's sessions. Yeah. So without further ado, I will re-invite Miss Roselin from Goodfellas Worldwide again. Okay, I give the audience a little bit of your background. Yeah, Miss Roselin. Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay,
Jessica.
no problem. Miss Roselin is the founder of Goodfellas Worldwide, and she is a social entrepreneur, business coach, in digital marketing trainer and mentor, as well as coach as well. So she will be our coach for the today's session, and she is also a co-founder of Mums Village Malaysia. The vision of digital marketing mentorship for Roselin is to ensure that everyone must have knowledge of digital marketing skill, as it's a living skill for the current era. Love that line. So right now, I will pass the time over to you, Miss Roselin. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Hi. Hello, everyone. So I'm Roselin. So today we are going to talk about the most trending marketing strategy that's been very, very famous, active among business people, which is social media marketing. All of you will agree with me. You can actually put it in the comment that at this current moment, social media has become our number one place to go when we want to actually market our product. And today I'm going to share with you some tools as well as some tips. How can you do this better? And hi, Zavin, and hi for all of you. Questions will be answered later, all right? So let's jump into today's session. So as you know, I've already been introduced. My name is Roselin, and I'm going to be your coach for today. So at the end of today's session, what I would like to achieve and what will you be able to get is understanding a social media platform, how to actually choose the social media platform. Because as you hear social media, you probably will go like, you were right, but then there's so many social media platforms. How are we going to focus on that? Okay, today we will find out how are you going to prioritize your social medias as well as designing. Okay. When it's an organization, of course, we have one person design, one person create content, the other one handle the whole marketing. But it's always good for us because personal branding plays a bigger role when it comes to social media platform. Okay. Hi, Mohana. Okay, right. Content creation, the most important part when it comes to social media, because without content, we will not be able to reach our audience. One. Second, our audience will find it like, I come to you, nothing there. What are you doing? So content is very, very important as well. As much as first impression count with design, how are you going to captivate your audience plays a bigger role. Next is Facebook marketing, Instagram marketing, TikTok marketing. I'm just going to touch a bit of it because if it's not, then I can talk to you the whole day about social media marketing. Okay? All right. So today, what is social media marketing? What is it actually, this particular tool that we've been talking about? Why is it so famous and why is it trending? Simply because the platforms are available for you to connect with your audience so you can build your brand, increase sales, as well as drive website traffic. If you notice, every social media had its own platform, had its own way, had its own, I would call it as favoritism of content. Some likes video, some likes images, some likes fun stuff, some likes dancing, some even likes simple educational videos that you talk about. So like a major social media platform that's been running currently is like Facebook, Insta, TikTok, and YouTube. TikTok is literally, once they launch their TikTok for business, it's like overshooting most of the social media that's available. And I'm also going to share with you how can you create a simple video in TikTok and then post it across the channel so your visibility branding can actually reach more people. Okay, so what does it actually takes to be famous in social media? Publishing a great content and makes your name go viral. Knowing what your audience want, creating content based on what they want will make you go viral. Listening to and engaging your follower is also very important. And one important thing here, analyzing your report. I have came across so many people, right? When I ask them, you have an insight on your social media, they say yes, 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 I've seen it before. Then the next question you ask them, how many of y'all do go and do an analysis on that? And they go like, not really, it's there. Or then some said, yes, yes, I do. And then you ask them how often you do, they go like 3 months once, 2 months once. So yeah, so how many of y'all here go and do your analysis on your social media business pages very frequently? If you do go and check, do let us know at the chat. How often do you do that? Let's hear from you. Okay, so what do you actually need to manage your social media account? Very easy. What do you need to manage your social media account? You need to have a good strategy. A goal and a strategy is very important. You cannot simply go into social media and say, okay, because everybody is there, I also want to be there. That doesn't give you a good result. So you need to know, why are you getting yourself into, what do you want to create, what is the branding you want to create for yourself, as well as what is the branding you want to create for your company. How can you interrelate these two? Very important. The next is, we need a good image and a design. Daily, Tan Seguan said, I like that answer. He checks his insight daily. Okay, we also need a good content writing. We need to come up with creative content. We need to think about how can we pass the brand message to our audience in a very effective way. It's very important. You see, if you don't do that, then people might not know you. They will know your competitor better. So that's the reason why knowing a good content, how are you going to create, how are you positioning yourself among your audience is very important. And the next will be, of course, you need to have a strong call to action. What you want your audience to do? Do you want them to connect with you through your website? Do you want them to connect with you with the WhatsApp? Or do you want them to go into any social media a part of what you're posting? So what is your intention? You need to let them know. Sometimes most of the pages, what I realize, they post for information's sake. Then they say there's no engagement. Then my question is, but you never ask them to engage with you. You're not asking any question. How can people engage with an informational post? Right or not? So you need to make it clear. They cannot read your mind, ma. We also cannot read their mind, right? So we need to make it very clear, so that what kind of action we want them to take. Then we also need to have hashtag at the footer. Currently, all social media works well with hashtag. Hashtag is something where audience come and look for you based on the hashtag. Of course, as Instagram, Twitter is the queen and king of hashtag. Facebook and other platforms, TikTok, YouTube, every platform have hashtag as part of their method of you posting, because that helps to get your page to become more visible. And of course, we need to have more consistent posting across the channel. No, some people, I've heard this, okay, guys, I hope none of you all here do that. Like, I post 1 month once. I'm like, really? Oh no, some tell me I post 2 weeks once, or I post 1 week twice. So sometimes when you don't have enough audience who's engaging with your page, right? When you post 1 week twice, Facebook literally will put you at the backbencher, it's more of like, okay, you are there, you post. Whenever there's any slot, then I pass you in, because you are not consistent. Even goes to the rest of the social medias as well. So guys, please be consistent if you want your brand to be viral on social media. Okay, so this is where I'm going to talk about 5 core pillars. For me, this has been tested, proven, because I test this again and again with the tribe that I work with. I tell them very simple. You want to be social media famous, you want to create your brand, you want to create your business brand, you want to integrate your personal brand with business brand can. First you need to do is, you need to ensure you plan and create a strategy for yourself. What is your goal? What is the strategy you want? Then you need to create a captivating design. You need to have a design image. Are you going to do posters? Are you going to create videos? Are you going to have a mixture? Are you going to do infographic? What is those kind of design that you actually want to create? Then next is content. It's more of like, okay, this month I want to focus about A. Next month I want to focus about B. And then following month I want to focus about C. So you need to also have a planning for your content. And then of course, analyzing and reporting. You need to analyze your report. You know, the beauty part here is every social media platform gives us detailed report for us to go in and investigate, analyze, and we can take out all the data that we want. The problem here is we don't really do it because of course it's time consuming, but you know everything about your audience there. So don't miss all this information that you are getting. And the last part is advertising. Every social media has its own advertising tool for you to go and explore. So as simple as every social media gives you a targeted audience that you can actually do. So in conclusion, if you know your target audience better and you can actually find out what your target audience actually wants and how do you help them to fulfill their pain point or a challenge, you get your sales. All the tools are available for you. Okay. How frequent should we post? Reese, we will come back to that shortly, Reese. Right. So plan and create your strategy. What are your goals is very important question you should ask yourself. Okay. And which social media platform do you focus? Yes. You know, we have about 5 to 6 social media, right? You cannot say, I want to go into all 5 together. Then it's going to be very, very time taking. Then it will feel like I'm in social media 24 hours way. How? Cannot. I know how that feels, okay? Don't worry. We are not going to focus on everything together. We are going to choose what's going to be working for us first, master that, then we move on eventually. And a most important social media that we're going to choose is where is your audience are. So we focus on that first, okay? And what type of content would you like to share with your audience? This is very important, okay? Next will be creating a captivating design. Show your creative side. All of you have one, okay? And there are a lot of free online tools. You see, let's say you have a business page. You already have a team managing it. Oh, that's great. But you also want your personal profile to show because a lot of businesses now, the buyers wants to know who are the owners. So when you do, you can create some nice design yourself and you can put up something which is related for your business on your personal profile, or you can share it on groups in Facebook. Your visibility will actually get better and bigger. And then from there, people will get to know your business too. Remember, when we want to connect with our people and we want word of mouth, which is 100% social media all about, is we need to be visible out there. Don't shy, okay? Third will be content creation. You create a post content that sells with emotion attached. Make it interesting. Storytelling literally gives you a lot bigger engagement compared to any other method of selling. And content must spark conversation. When you write something, make sure you entice your customers so that they come and tell you something. They come and respond to your post. When you write something, they feel like, hey, I want to respond to this post. This post is so interesting. We are the one who needs to make them to do something or say something or use those emotion words, which you can go and Google powerful emotion word for writing. You will have so many words that you can use. Make use of all that. How can you write to make that happen? All right. And content must encourage audience to react on your post. Very important. Why? Because when you post something and then you get someone respond to it within a short period of time, your post visibility goes higher compared to the one that's not engaging. Okay, remember that. We will talk about the algorithm in a while. The fourth is analyzing and reporting. All the social media have a very, very detailed reporting structure, like I said just now. You just need to look at it. Okay, daily, I will say it's a bit troublesome. So let's look at it weekly or monthly or quarterly. Okay, at least you have a report to say. Okay, and of course, number 5 is advertising. So when you already have funds, you already have sales coming in, you already know, okay, you are going in the right direction and you need to have more sales. You want to have more sales flowing in and you know your capability of handling bigger sales is there. Ads is what you should be doing. Okay, so go and explore ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, LinkedIn ads, TikTok ads. Every platform has its ads. Once you go and understand all these ads and you know how to look for your audience in each platform, you will definitely reach your target audience in a very smoother way. Okay, so yeah, la wala way. So many things must think before going to social media. Yes. So this is the amount of social media that's available. Cannot do everything. I understand that mind voice. How many of you all go like, oh my god, are we supposed to be there and everything? You can tell me at the comment area, okay? So no, you don't need to be there on all the platform. But my suggestion is, if you know there is certain platform that's been trending and your audience are there, list it down. See which you're supposed to step in first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So this is a beautiful strategy that I normally will share with everyone. Assuming now my audience are in Facebook, and then I notice they're also in Instagram, and then Facebook and Instagram are interrelated. I can post anything on Facebook and it can be also posted in Insta. I will focus on these two platforms first. I will focus on these two platforms. I will create my visibility as much as I can. And then once I'm good at it and I know what to do, I'm good at my designing, I'm good at my writing, then I slowly, let's say 1 month, 2 months, the third month, I will add in another social media into my portfolio. So you can choose between LinkedIn or TikTok. But I would suggest because currently Insta video works. Facebook video works. So video marketing has become very trending. So if you learn how to do TikTok, not simply dancing, singing lah, okay? We are talking about the real content. If you can really do it in TikTok well, you can use the same video to be posted everywhere else. That's a tip that I want to give you all, because creating content in TikTok is very fun, it's no stress. All right. Okay. So let me give you some tips of how to choose your social media platform. For Facebook, it's a very, very good place to do lead generation. But when you are in Facebook, you also must remember, Facebook, we love relationship. We love showing the human side of us. We love to create bond. We want to know who are we. We want to know, we want to read with emotion. So you can create this kind of engagement with your customer or followers. You are winning a lot of people's heart, and your product and services will also be known. And when LinkedIn is actually a platform where you get connected for B2B, business to business. You are looking for big business. It's just you want a VP of a organization to connect with you. You want marketing managers. You want even someone that's looking for something in a bigger way. In LinkedIn, you literally create your expertise. You become a number one authority in LinkedIn when you are consistent, and people trust you more. This past 1 year, I have been literally doing a research, like in asking some HR friends and asking people around me, what is the kind of thing or checklist that you do if you want to trust people before you give them a project, before you hire them, or even before you give them a simple business? One simple thing that I get from them, right? They say, I go and put this person's name in Google or Facebook, Insta, or LinkedIn. It's like standard. They keep telling me that. I go like, okay, so this is how we actually get, this is how we actually been searched. Okay, so you need to have your presence in all this. Next is, of course, Instagram, because it's one of the fastest growing platform. And Insta now has a new feature called Reel that's to compete with platform. Okay, so, and no, trust me, the Reel is going super trending. And one more interesting news I want to share with all of you is the Reel does not have proper algorithm yet to track how often shall I show your video to other people. The algorithm is still a bit more loose. That's the reason when you do a very, very engaging video on Insta and you post it on Reel, you can reach 5,000 to 1,000 view very fast. Okay? And when you reach that number, then you know for sure you are trending on Insta. And the fourth platform is TikTok. It's fast growing platform, easy to create your personal branding. Like I said, right? Your business branding, your personal branding, you need to integrate and then give to the world for your audience to see who you are. And TikTok is the fastest way for you to grow this. You need to show the world you are an expert of a certain industry, then you need to also show TikTok users that you are. Okay? And one more good news about TikTok is, you see, every platform that we are talking about, that's algorithm. What's algorithm? Oh, yo, so big the word. Okay, algorithm is literally robots, AI that works behind each system. So for TikTok, we are the teacher. Algorithm is the student. We are telling the TikTok, hey, you know what? I create this kind of content. You can create to this many people. And then the users there are telling, okay, I like this kind of content. Oh, the first 5 seconds of the video is super trending. Those is the kind of information this platform wants. And they want content creator. Without content creator, the platform was so boring, right? So that's the reason why at this now, until now, when it comes to TikTok, very fast you can go viral, or very fast you can go trending when you do your personal branding there. Of course, the fifth platform is YouTube. It has become the biggest search engine. Many of this is just right. How to do became very famous. How many of you here is like me, when we want to cook, right? We go to Google and ask Mr. Google how to cook. I do lah, especially when I'm doing Western food or any special dish. Anybody like me? I have 228 people viewing. Anybody like me who goes to Google and find out what to cook? Please tell me what recipe that was excited for you to cook. Okay. All right. So the next important things that you will be, see, Farida said, Tian said, you see, I love you guys. We are the same, so I don't feel alone now, How to make wine, Justin? Oh my God, that's different level. I'm not that ambitious lah. I go how to make roast chicken. I go talk about all those kind of thing. Okay. So yes, you all know Mr. YouTube is somewhere we go to when we talk about what we want to do. So see, you all make me feel like a normal human being. Thank you for that. Okay. And the next part of social media is literally planning and strategizing. You need to have a goal. What is your goal? What do you want to achieve when it comes to social media? Do you want to increase sales? Do you want to create your brand or product awareness? Or are you being number one authority? Or I'm just on social media to network. I haven't thought about any product or services yet, but I'm just here to network. So when I have a ready product, it's very easy for me to go online. You can do that, Okay, yes, Mr. Google and YouTube is our favorite place to go, especially when it comes to foodie Maureen. So now, if let's say, for an example, you want to cook. We have a lot of people here who goes to YouTube to look for recipes. So let me give you that as an example. I want to start cooking. I just thought 6 months down the road, or 3 months down the road, I want to make a new biryani recipe. So I went to few Google, I did all my research and all, I've perfected a recipe. Now, I want to promote. I should be first focusing on creating my brand. I must be focusing on how I want people to know about my biryani. So I need to talk about it. I need to talk about the ingredients. I need to talk about how do I cook it. I literally need to taste it. And then I literally need to do a lot of videos to talk about the brand. So that will be my number one priority. But if I'm already been selling biryani for 1 year, then I can actually move to being a number one authority or increase sales. I can change my goals. But the first time when you set a goal, please choose one goal, okay? A lot of people say, I need all of it. Oh yeah, I hear you. I thought the same too. But it will drive us a bit crazy if we want it all. Choose one, achieve it. Actually, when you choose one and you work on it, the rest of it comes handy. It's like interrelated, but it's just that the focus will be on something that's big and something that you can focus on so you can create results. Okay? Remember, out of these 4 goals, what is my goal? What I want to create when it comes to social media marketing? Very important question to ask. Next, strategy planning. This is again another 4-step that I always tell, and when they plan this, they have a very clear picture. The blueprint is already there. They go like, hey, you know what? I can actually create my social media marketing very fast now. First is content alignment. You need to know content because social media is all about content, right? How are we presenting ourselves? What are we telling our audience? Customer persona, our customer persona like what we are doing or not? Are we solving their problem? Are we solving their pain point? Are we actually adding value into them? If you can answer all these questions, you will be their favorite. Okay, so content alignment is you need to sit and think. Now, my goal is creating brand awareness. So, what kind of content am I supposed to create to do that? So, you go on, write. What do I write? Am I aligned? As my thoughts are aligned with all my audience or not? What my audience want, right? The point, all that. My content, I can write all that or not. So, this is something that you need to think and you need to write down. You need to plan it out. Second, content curation. Am I writing my content by myself? Or I have some old recipes and I can just tweak it and then come with it? Oh, no. Sometimes recipe can you never try, you can never know. So I need to do a research online to find out how perfect my rice can be. Biryani, the rice is very important, okay? So I'm going to take biryani as my example throughout the session, guys. So just humor me, okay? So, and then you sit down and then you think about it, then you go like, oh no, I think I'll do both. I will write some on my own because I need to do some research, and also I will research online to perfect my recipe. So when I'm actually selling it, very difficult for people to copy me. Right? And then after that, of course, you need to choose your social media handles, which platform you want to post first, which one you want to go second, and what is third and what is fourth. So plan a suitable strategy for each platform is also very important. I am very sure not recently since last year, a lot of you suddenly saw a lot of video marketing being popping up on Facebook compared to last time. How many of you all will say, yes, we see a lot of video now on our Facebook? A good example, Priyani, thank you. Right. So when you see a lot of video, then what do you think now? Okay, so in Facebook, a lot of them love to watch video. And people also likes to see infographic because a lot of people, they love reading, but what attracts them first is your video or your poster, which makes them excited. Okay. So when you already know, in Facebook, I can have a combination of content plus video, infographic, as well as writing, a storytelling, which will attract them. So now I want to go to Insta pula. Okay, Insta, right? Newsfeed and story and reel. Oh God, there's 3 different things. What do I do? Very easy. Make sure you have your story posted every day, because if you can go to Google and survey, people says, right, and it's a survey and statistic that's done that story is being watched by more viewers in Insta compared to our newsfeed. So sometimes you're so busy, you got nothing to post, or you think like, okay, I don't know what to do today. Just go and post something in your story. Create a content and see. So story, now you know people watch story. You can even do a survey on your story. Would you like chicken biryani or mutton biryani or prawn biryani? So you have this entire community in Insta who will tell you what is their preference. I'm helping you to narrow down your audience, okay? So the same thing, then you choose LinkedIn, or you choose YouTube, or you choose TikTok. You need to know what is the strategy or how is your content being posted there. Branding plan is also very important. You need to have a plan. How are you branding yourself with your company or your product or even your brand? The last but not least is, again, we talk a lot about test and measure. You know, I talk a lot about test and measure in every platform because that's the only place you can go and test and see whether your method is working or not. Data doesn't lie. Data gives you the real exact information that you need. So test, once you publish your content, go and see what kind of content your audience actually like. There's a data that actually they give you even in all these platforms, content data. How many people are viewing this content? How many people are engaging with it? How many people are literally saving it? Okay, Siti, we will answer that shortly later, okay? All right, so and then test and see what is that engagement rate that you're getting, and all this information is given to you. There are few things that comes why people don't engage with us. We will talk about it later, okay? Okay, all right. Next is designing your own posting. So what? See, now we already plan and do strategy. Now number 2 is designing. So you need to be your own designer. So effective graphic design for social media is a brand recognition. You need to connect with your audience, with your business and services. Posting visual on social media increases your brand awareness faster. Yes, people connect with you. The first impression counts. People see you, they see a design, they see a video, they see your infographic, or they even see your video. For them, it's like, oh, wow, this is something exciting. I want to get connected with you. Okay, and storytelling using an image is very effective. So like Siti says, she don't get respond in IG story full of questions. Siti, you need to think, what kind of story are you posting? Are you posting stories that related, or are you posting something that audience like, or are you just posting because you want information? So the way we write plays a bigger role as well, Siti. Okay, that also explains how. I'm going to give you an example later what I did. It was just actually a fun post, but I got a lot of audience that responded to that in a very simple, it was a very simple post. Okay, I'll give you the example shortly. So what am I going to do here is I'm going to give you a very some easy peasy tools that you can go and do your own designing. I'm sure quite a bit of you would have heard about Canva. Canva is I have done designing using Photoshop, AI. Trust me, I've used all this difficult software. The moment I came across Canva, right, I fell in love with Canva so much. Right now, most of my design is done in Canva. I only go to Filmora to do a video when that's supposed to be a bit more chunky video. If it's not, my whole designing, my video, everything is done using Canva. I find it like it's super easy to use. Okay. Next is look at the designing options in Canva. Make it attractive. And then don't know where to get free image. This is another issue. But then my camera not so good. And then my camera, right, I cannot get a nice pixel. Don't worry. Go to this website called www.unsplash.com. You have free images that you can use. Free, really free. You download from there and then you upload it on your Canva and you create your design. And there's another normal question that I always get when we talk about designing is, I have a picture, my background of the picture is not nice. How do I remove it? See, those days as a designer, we need to have so many tools and it takes so long to remove a background. It takes about at least 15 to 20 minutes minimum. But now, just in one click, you can just easily remove it. Go to www.removebg.com. Load your image. Press on remove background and ta-da! You got an image without your background. Use that image, load it on your Canva and create your design. So now everyone can do designing. You see, I told you, I'll make you a designer. Okay. All right. Next one is, okay, I'm just going to show you some simple example. All this is done by Canva, okay? This is, you can actually make it fun. You can make it professional. You can make it interesting. You can make it boring. You can also play with a lot of fonts and make it confusing. And you can see how your audience are responding to each and every designs that you do. This is first design that I actually did for my LinkedIn banner. It was there for a while. After that, when I realized how important personal branding is there, I changed this to the one that I have now. If you all can go and check out Roselin does in LinkedIn, you will see my banner there. So that banner, it's like selling banner, we call it, we do some selling, we have some selling picture, we have some selling banner. Yeah, finally I found the banner that works well for me for my LinkedIn. Sometimes designing also, guys, it's not something that you design today and then you become perfect. No, you need to practice. Okay, you keep practicing, you know where to get your image, you know what tools can you use, then there you go. This is also a webinar that we did for business model canvas. And yeah, that's all about designing. So is it difficult to do design now? Maybe you want to tell me how you feel about it now? Okay, all right. So next, number 3 is content marketing. Content marketing this is the content marketing rule that I follow when I create a campaign for clients, or even when I teach homepreneurs to start their business from home. 80-20 rule, and again, this has been tested. When we post something on our social media, don't go salesy, don't go 100% selling, don't even go 50-50. Go for 80-20. Okay, you go for 80-20. What does 80-20 means? Yes, what's luck and why is our best friend? I know. So 80-20 is literally out of 10 posts that you're posting for this week, 2 posts will be literally a selling post which has the pricing, which talks about the real product. It can be a promotional, it can be to drive sales. But the balance 8 posts, it has to be an add-on. Add-on is related to your industry. Like an example, I'm going to give you a very simple example. I am selling a handmade soap. Okay. So I need to create 10 posts this week. 2 posts is my sales post. Okay, 1 soap is 30 ringgit. You buy 2 posts, you 2 soap, and then you get 1 soap free. And then my second is you buy 3 soap, I give you a cashback for 10 ringgit, assuming. So that 2 done covered. Now this 8, right? She said, other posts. What Okay, education posts about your product. For this soap, I can talk about the ingredients. I can talk about the benefit of using handmade soap. I can talk about the type or the formula that I use to build this soap. I can talk about how do you actually use home soap and wash your face. I can talk about each and every ingredient that's been attaching to it and how does it actually make an impact. I can talk about my customer's review. I can talk about beauty tips, anything that relates to your product. Somehow, assuming the first 4 posts you talk about something that related, and then the 5th post you come and talk about, you know what, I'm selling a turmeric soap which is only 35 ringgit. People already been following you. First post about why turmeric. Second post is the different turmerics that you use. Third post is how do you wash your face using it. So you are hooking them every day for them to read. That's where the stranger who lands on your page will become a visitor. They become a lead, and you slowly convert them to become your customer. And then you add more value, they will become your advocacy. Simple as that. Okay, remember this. Some of you here who says just now it's not engaging, and then I don't know how to bring them to convert to sales. That's like sometimes you feel like you are alone talking. Think about your content. How are you creating your content? So content marketing tips for you all. Content must have a clear, measurable business goal. Understand your customers' buying journey and pay point. You must always remember your product. Is this solving people's problem or not? Is this solving their pay point or not? Do you know your customer journey buying from you? Happy or not? So when you have all these question answered, it'll be very easy for you to create content. And analyze the report. Again, I'm like literally repeating this again and again and again because I want all of you to know how important this is. You must analyze your reporting and track your results closely to know what's working and what's not working. Keep content consistent. Yes, guys, consistency is important. So if you ask me, if you have 1,000 followers and lesser on your Facebook or any other social media, you literally needs to have 2 posts to go out from your page every day. But if you have more than 1,000 follower, 1 post per day is fine. And if you have 5,000 and above, then go for about 2-3 posts a week. That's okay because you have the numbers for Facebook to see, and then or Insta to see, or TikTok to see. So they say, okay, this person posts, you can actually reach more people. Okay, and the most important part here is you can go to this website, optinmoster.com, 700 power words that will boost your conversion. This particular website gives you categories of words that you can actually use on your content that can help you to write better content. Okay, all right. Now let's move on to the next. Again, like I said just now, why video marketing became super viral because 20% of people, right, they actually remember what they hear from you. 30% remembers what they see. 70% of them, right, They remember what they see and hear. That's the reason why video marketing became like this super niche number one content on all the social media. Okay. Right. So this is how your insight will look like when it comes to Facebook. This is how your insight will look like when it comes to Instagram. And this is how your insight will look like when we talk about TikTok. So remember to go and check your insights in each and every platform. Okay, so this is a case study. Here, Sally have a new product launch and she wants to launch a product online. Which online marketing will be best for her? This is literally, question is asked, which goal will she be using? So for this particular case study, she will be using creating her brand awareness because it's a new product. Okay. Next is ABC College is having a recruitment drive for their short courses. Which will be the best marketing to focus on? I love this question because this is where it needs to have the creative mind of how you're going to do the marketing strategy. Here, for me, is everybody, of course, are very creative, okay? But the best way of marketing here is first, we need to tell about the college. We need to come up with a video, infographic. We need to talk about the short courses. And then we also need to let them, the audience know, after these short courses, right, what is their path? Where are they going? So if we can create a content that loops into each another, we will be getting a lot of people signing up because they can see a future with this course. And of course, the last, Sunshine Marketing is given a task to rebrand their skincare product. Rebranding product, right, at times give us a fear. I don't know. Some of them tell me when you use the word rebranding, it makes people to think that there's something wrong with your product. That's why you're rebranding. Actually, tak semestinya lah, not really, right? So rebranding can be because you want to create, you want to make your formula feel better, or you want to have a better packaging, you want to have a better logo. It can also be that. But what is the best marketing to focus here? So this is where I tell the first thing that we need to do is we need to network online, especially to the old customer, communicate with them. Why are we rebranding? You get all of them to speak like you. Then you go and rebrand again your product. You will increase sales in a quicker compared to you just want to go out there and do your brand awareness. Okay, so this is just to give you an idea about each campaign. How do we look at it in a different way when it comes to social media? All right. So I'm just going to go very quickly about Facebook business page. Many of you probably know, or some don't know, some is very new. When it comes to Facebook, you have profile, you have business page, you have groups, you have event, as well as ads for marketing. Profiles are meant for us as a human to connect with our family and friends. Business page is where when you want to do a business, you create a business page and then you can actually sell your product or services, or even some politicians or some influencers and some personal branding, like for example, mutual fund consultant and all these people does have a business because you want to sell something. It's always good to have a page so that Facebook don't come and tell you, you violated this, you violated that, because we are not supposed to sell using our profile picture, using our profile account. Next is group. In group is where we get these like-minded people to come and communicate, and then we help each another out. We have a people that can support each another. But managing group not easy lah. I have a group, so I know it's not as easy as it is, but it's doable. And then of course Facebook events. Okay, Facebook events are something that's like a subsidiary page of your, it can be from your business page, it can be from your personal page, or it can even be from your group. Okay, and the last is Facebook ads for marketing. Is been used to create ads for your product or services that you offer, so you can reach more audience, you can reach more targeted customer, and you can expand your wing to a bigger pool of people. Right, so only this 7 steps for Facebook. Register your Facebook page, enter your business info, make sure you upload your logo, edit your page info, set up a call to action, customize your page, and be consistent. All right. So just going to go through this very fast. If you look into your Facebook page, you see this plus sign, just click on that. You can go and create a page, or you can even do your ad, or you can do your group. Okay, so this place, then you just follow the screen and then you will create it. This is how it will look like. So if you have a business or you want to, you are intending to start a business in 1 or 2 months, you have a brand in mind, you have a product in mind, it's time to explore Facebook business page. Next is Instagram professional page. Okay, I know Insta has a lot of accounts. So many of you probably have a personal account. You might have a content creator account. You might have a business account. I'm just going to go very quickly, give you the benefit why you should be in Instagram business account. When you are an Instagram business account, you literally get to run ads through Insta. You can add a call to action and an email contact details. You can also have a clickable address on your profile. There's one website that you can actually go, www.linktree.com. Register for, it's a free page. You register for it. You can add all your social media links, even include your website links into that, and create one master link and put it in LinkedIn. Put it in Insta. So anyone who goes into your Instagram and then they realize that, because in Instagram you cannot put a link at the post, you cannot click. But remember one thing, okay? If people cannot click and reach you, they will drop off in any platform. Okay, so that's the reason this linktree.com helps to capture all this, and they go there, they have a list of social media handles or how to contact you. So they will not, we make it easy for them lah, so they can actually get connected with us in a quicker way. Okay, Linktree, Linktree. Just go to Google and look for it. Okay, Andrew? Okay, now how do you switch to your Instagram profile account? Quite easy. Go to your settings and then choose the word account. You will see this word switch to account. So you see whether it gives, what option it gives you. Make sure it's professional account. And this is how you find others in your Instagram. You can, yes, Andrew, correct, Linktree. So how do you connect with your users in Instagram? Okay, they will also give you an option. You go there and see close friends, Facebook, or they will give you those in your, even on your contact list. So you just go in there and then allow that, then whatever in the list that they give you, you can just go and follow them and then they'll follow you back. Okay, so and then tap the word find friends and choose the find friends from Facebook, from Instagram suggested user, because you know they are interrelated, so they have the data lah kan. And then from there you just follow, and then they will follow you. So but don't follow so many people on one day, okay? You don't want them to be suspicious and think that you are a robot. In Insta, literally you can follow about 10 to 15 people a day. It's fine. Don't go more than that. And what is in Instagram is literally story, feed, IGTV, reel, filter, sticker, hashtag, static images, as well as video. All this is the kind of content you can actually create in Insta. Okay. And why TikTok? Okay. Like I said just now, TikTok helps you to So TikTok increases your brand awareness, and there are many women in TikTok. So female-oriented product will be very popular, and your starting point is always coming up with a campaign. What are you trying to achieve in TikTok? Why are you considering marketing on TikTok? So branding is very, very important in TikTok as well. And you can actually go and find how to create a business account in TikTok. TikTok also has two different accounts. One is personal account, one is business account. You can go and choose a business account and then you can create the account. And creating a content in TikTok is very easy. All you need to do, create video, make sure your hashtag is there, get your caption up and start posting. Okay, so I'm at the end of the session now. So thank you so much. Yes, I have a lot of questions there. We will be answering the questions later. Just keep it coming. And I'm passing it back to Chacha.
Thank you so much, Miss Roselin. Yeah, so I'm sure they all got a lot of questions from you, for you as well. But we will answer it during the Q&A sessions later. Okay. And for those that are actually asking, also, it's like very insightful session. I would like to thank you for that. And they're asking whether they will be able to get your PowerPoint, and then whether there will be any recording, which Reese asked the question, Adeline also. Yeah, so I just give them a little bit of insight. So for all of you that actually are watching this live, after this session, Sidec will be uploading the video on their Sidec TV. Okay, so still a little bit more time after this. It's not immediate, so you can actually check out on Sidec website for more rewatch of the session, including the information as well. Okay, thank you for Roselin for your session, and I will re-invite you later during the Q&A. You take some rest first, yeah? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Kesha.
Thank you, dear. Okay, thanks. Okay, so right now we have our second speaker of today, Miss Soh Yien Yee from AVANA Asia. Hi.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, so hi, Wai. So I'll do a little bit of background introduction of you to the audience, yeah? Okay, so Miss Yien Yee here is the co-founder and the group COO of AVANA Asia. So it's a social commerce enabler that empowers local businesses in Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia to bring products online and to scale to compete in a global level. Miss YY graduated as a Bachelor of Psychology in Help University in Malaysia. During her year, she founded an online fashion aggregator called a Shopaholics Den. This is so cool. Yeah. So Miss YY passion is helping local businesses to grow and power for a successful career. She is actually a young entrepreneur, also started to organize like offline events, complement on online community as well. So there are a lot more that she will be sharing with the audience today. I'll right now pass the time over to you, Miss YY.
Thank you, Chacha.
No
Hi,
problem.
everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for the introduction. As shared by Chacha, I started my journey in e-commerce when I was in university. So as you can see, I'm very excited about e-commerce, online shopping, and that's actually how I started. So this was sometime maybe 10 years ago. This was before we had like WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, and all these cool things. Back then, what we had a lot was blogs, you know. So and then for me, I saw that there was an opportunity. I saw an opportunity in Malaysia where there were a lot of young people starting their own online business using blogs, but there was kind of an absent kind of like platform to kind of like gather everyone. So that's when I started this aggregator called a Shopaholics Den. I also did a lot of offline events. Some of the events were called clothes buffet, like a food buffet, but for shopping. And this is when I actually got in touch with a lot of the business owners on ground. So I got to know them. I'm still friends with a lot of them. And this is when I discover actually, oh, what are the challenges? What are the challenges of business owners? What are the challenges of them using social media to promote their business? Now, you know, fast forward 10 years, of course, you know, all of us like, you know, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, this kind of 3 apps, I think we rotate, you know, maybe hundreds of times throughout the day. But back then it wasn't so easy. And then that's actually when I discovered, hey, you know, this is the way forward. And that was truly what I was excited about. So my co-founder and I, we built a company called AVANA. We are a social commerce enabler, and that's how we are helping business owners. Now, a big part of it is even though you have a platform, even though you have product, what is important is people need to know that your business exists. Especially now, you know, like during the pandemic, we saw more and more people going online. Now, the challenge is your business online? Number one. Number two is your business online on the right channels to match with the people who are looking for it? Now, some high-level statistics in 2020, we can see that social commerce means that all transactions selling on social, this includes your WhatsApp, Messenger, Telegram, and so on. We can see in the region, the pink part, which is social commerce, is picking up. It's picking up and it's actually overtaking traditional commerce. So traditional commerce is your brand.com, marketplaces, and so on. Now in Malaysia, we see that it's actually almost half of the traditional commerce. Of course, Shopee and Lazada are still taking a big chunk of the pie, but social is a growing segment. And as such, I think that in order to master this area, social media marketing should be something that you have in your tool set and in your skill set to manage it well. And as Malaysians, we work together with Facebook and Google team as well. As Malaysian, social media definitely is more or less the default search when it comes to finding new services, finding new products, finding new food. Now, I think what everyone is kind of looking for is is this shopping mall open or not? Or is this shopping mall open, but which shops are open? So it becomes our default compared to what people used to find on Google. Why? Because social media is instant. It's updated immediately, and then it's also contributed by a lot of community members and peers. So throughout this session, especially during the pandemic, we've seen a lot of social-driven community efforts. The Kita Jaga Kita, Bendera Putih, and also all our neighborhoods, especially in my area, there were food bank donations, a lot of community charity events. Now, this is a great place because the people are there, they are actively looking for information. They are actively looking to support their neighborhood brands. Earlier in the day, maybe it was a lot of Grab and Food Panda, but now it's like people actually want to support small businesses because we know that the reality is moving forward. We need everyone to survive to get through this together. Now, in Malaysia specifically, retail websites and ads on social media are still the top channels in terms of how people are discovering products. Why retail websites? I think commerce in Malaysia has grown over the past 10 years, from the lawyat.net to your Mudas and to what it is today. A lot of brands now have their retail websites, their brand.com or their official channels on marketplaces. Now, this is important because it establishes credibility. So why this is people need to know among the sea of options that they have, what is a credible brand that they can support and buy from. Especially now, money becomes a very sensitive topic. So are they paying for something that they will confirm get the product as advertised, or for the lack of better example, there was a case, remember, where someone ordered an iPhone, got a brick. You don't want to fall into that. And then even from the CCID, Commercial Crimes Unit, we've seen a rampant rise in terms of scams, online scams. So this is why retail websites having proper ads on social media helps to build your brand's credibility. Now, a lot of people ask, social media is only good for fashion and beauty. That's not true. As a matter of fact, we've seen a lot of very creative businesses come across during the pandemic. Things like selling seafood, things like selling food that's ready to eat, ready to cook. And also, I think one of the latest craze now is like everybody has adopted plants. They're starting to plant things on their balcony, having like additional hobby. Now that work from home is more of a regular thing. So what else would it add to you? So this is a very drastic example from China for a luxury brand, Armani. So what they are doing is, for social, for makeup and beauty, yes, but what it actually adds is an incremental customer segment for them. With the help of AR, now they're actually targeting men for makeup and also beauty products. So in countries like China, like Taiwan, and like Korea, so men are actually very prone to adopting skincare routines and to a certain extent, certain makeup products. So what social has helped them is discover, actually, I have a new customer segment that I've never explored before. And now I'm able to reach them with the help of social media marketing. Number two is a lot of people have this misconception that, social media is free, social media is easy. My niece, nephew, cousin spends time on it all day long. It must be easy to do. But the reality is, I think, Roselin gave a very in-depth sharing about the different types of social media, what it takes to make it work. Therefore, the team and yourself who's attending this session, you need to be cross-functional. No longer like, I'm just a copywriter or I'm just a marketer. But when it comes to social media marketing, one person needs to be able to embrace different cross-functional skills. And this is a very exciting area because there's always something new. There's always some new feature, there's always some new algorithm, there's always some new stickers or new polls or new GIFs that you can play around with. And the beauty of social media marketing is instant. Unlike in the days where we are, doing TV ads, radio ads, billboards, or even printing posters and flyers, right? It takes maybe a month to process, designing, getting the dimensions right, fixing it up for 1 month. And you cannot measure how many people view it. You cannot measure how many people took action. You cannot measure whether it was a good campaign or a bad campaign. There's nowhere to know unless maybe you heard from word of mouth. Hey, I saw your banner that day. Or, oh, I saw your billboard on the highway. But the thing is with social media marketing is immediate. Not only do they have the analytics, you also get instant feedback, DMs, PMs, comments, shares and all that. How many people save your post. So this is very exciting. And for the new generation marketer, embrace this. Embrace this because you need to be obsessed about data. It's not enough just to see vanity metrics like, oh, I got like 100,000 likes or I got 100,000 followers. But then my likes is only like 10. So there must be something that's causing this disconnect. So learn to care about data, no matter how you think it's, this one doesn't really matter. No, you need to be able to track everything because at the end of the day, numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie, and we are able to collect all this data in a uniform manner. And that's the beauty of technology, that's the beauty of social. And most importantly is personalization. So think of yourself. When you wake up in the morning, you open your Facebook app or your Instagram app. Do you open and you're like, let me see. Do I want to see like what kind of ads today? Nobody does that. Nobody wakes up and like, today I want to scroll through some ads. No. The thing is, people connect with brands, people connect with channels that mean something to them. I follow brands. Why? Because I aspire to follow this kind of lifestyle. I follow this KOL because I really believe that this product or whatever that they are promoting is something that I align with in terms of value. And, does it speak to me? Does it speak to me from a personal point of view, from a religion point of view, or, do we share the same values? So this is an important part as a marketer, for social media marketing especially. Of course, opportunity is huge. We can reach everybody very fast, whether through paid media or non-paid media. But are we personalizing the message so that we reach the right audience? Because when it comes to social media, what you are actually kind of like competing for is attention, right? So everybody scrolls through what content will make a thumb-stopping experience. And that's the best content that you need to make. So whether it's copywriting, it's visual, and all of this needs to be personalized to the end audience. And at the end of the day, it's not selling. Nobody likes a salesman that's pushing hard sell to them, especially on social. And it will take them like literally like 1 or 2 steps to unfollow, to block, or to stop looking at the content that you're sharing. But instead, what are people looking for? People are looking for new information. People are looking for new knowledge, new things that they don't know, or things that will add value to them. So it's more of a curation that's targeted to a specific audience. So when think of content on social media, remember this, it's not hard sell. It's not just because, oh, wow, look, there's 100 Facebook groups that I can spam. Now, every time people tell me that, I get very worried because nobody likes a spammer. It's like, as if you go and plaster flyers at everybody's house. Nobody likes that. People want content that they can make sense of, that they care about. So this is something to keep in mind, especially curating content for social media marketing. Now, how does a social customer look like? Now, we've seen the growth of marketplace. We've seen the brand.coms, and now with the rise of many social medias, what people want is, how can you cater to me, personalized, but across different platforms? So it has to be multi-moments. What do I mean by multi-moments? Now, people have a lot of social media channels. Anyone, minimum, at least 2. And then when you're talking about Facebook and WhatsApp, everybody has Facebook groups. Definitely your family, your work, your school, your alumni, your neighborhood, and so many more. There's groups without boss, group with boss, and all that kind of stuff, right? So now the challenge is, how do you reach people across different moments? Because attention span is getting shorter and shorter. So you need to be ever present. Ever present. I think Roselin shared earlier that, when it comes to stories, you need to post every single day. Why? Because there's just so many dots up there that people can easily swipe. How do you remain something that they remember? How do you stay top of mind across different channels that your potential customers or existing customers are browsing through? Again, I want to reiterate that value is very important. Of course, it's not just about, upcoming 9/9 sale, 10/10 sale, whatever. But beyond that, how do you differentiate from your competitor? Let's say I'm selling seafood. Why am I better? Is it because of price? Is it because of quality? Is it always fresh? I can deliver 2 hours within, you place your payment. So what is it? What is your USP? What is your value that speaks to this audience? And then capitalize on peak purchase intent and excitement. What does this mean? At the moment, you already created a very exciting content. Now, make it easy for people to pay you. At the end of the day, marketing, what are you looking for? Conversions. And conversion, this means sales, this means money in the bank. Are you making it easy or are you making it too complicated? So we've seen some social media content by brand owners. So we work a lot with SMEs, by brand owners that have a bit too ambitious in terms of their call to action. Oh, like and share with your friends, put this promo code in or buy and then comment, first to comment, and then everything is in one post. It's almost like you don't want the customer to make a decision because it's just too much. Bear in mind, in that split second, they saw an exciting content. What do you actually want them to do? Best case scenario is if it's already a very good content, easy to close, yes, we can do a call to action to purchase. If not, if you're building brand awareness, then things like, hey, follow us to get more engaging content, follow us for, new updates and so on. So be very specific on this. And how is this compared to traditional online experiences? So having just a static website is no longer enough. Why? Because number one, customer do not know when did you update this. I ask question, I fill in a form, I don't know when I'm supposed to get the answer. Versus on social is direct, So basically what social does is democratize the access between the buyer and the seller, So whether you are a neighborhood brand or you are a global FMCG brand, it cuts down that wall, that barrier. No longer that, oh, please wait 2 to 3 working days, to get your answer. But instead, it's direct, it's informal, and you are building a relationship. At the end of the day, we are closing the gap between buyer and seller. Now, another thing to take note about social media marketing now is design for mobile. A lot of people are still designing landscape for desktop. Yes, your designer might be using AI Photoshop in your desktop, but the people who are actually consuming the content, what are they using? Usually mobile. So if you're not creating a portrait kind of like design, or you're not creating content that's readable in a portrait view, then you will lose the interest of your potential customer. Now, this is a lot of examples about how business owners do conversion, what content they should do, but what does it actually do? At the end of the day, what does it mean for a business? What do I measure? Social media marketing is good for what? Number one, it's very good for brand awareness because in an instant, in a short time, you can reach a lot of people. Number two is because you reach a lot of people, you can kind of like get, okay, who is interested? So from, let's say, 1 million people, I've reached 1 million people with my content. Let's estimate 10% of them will be interested in my product. So I can actually get 100,000 leads. And then from there, I can actually engage, build a community, get feedback, grow some sales, upsell, cross-sell, and so on. And the thing is, do people actually want to do that? Do humans, individuals want to connect with brands? The answer is yes. They are actively looking for this. Especially now with work from home, everybody's looking for a safer option, to purchase things, to find out information about businesses. Yes, they want this. It's not that, people only want to connect with people. Yes, they do. That is priority. Number two is when a brand has a personal approach, people want to connect with brands as well. Now, when we talk about brand awareness, what are we measuring? At the end of the day, we need to quantify something. Brand awareness equals what? If 10 people like my post, is that brand awareness? If my post reach 10 people, is that brand awareness? There are certain metrics that you can measure. And again, I think following on with what Roselin has shared, this audit of your social media is very important. How often do you do it? So these are some of the examples of things that you can measure when it comes to brand awareness. Followers count. Are they growing or are they dropping or are they stagnant? Are you reaching the same people with the same message again and again and again? Number two is there a spike in a specific day or month or certain post? Then we can find out actually what is the correlation or what caused this to happen. Was it a super engaging content or was it the timing was really great? Number three is mention, shares, and retweets. So this is a digital version of word of mouth. If people think your content is worth sharing, it will reach more people. There's a ripple effect of that. And that's really the best case. This is what we call go viral. Wow, people love it so much that they go viral. I think one good example during the pandemic we saw was GSC. A lot of the hello cannot kind of content. Number two is Douglas Lim. He has really bang on what is current. To the point now he's a radio DJ in one of the radio stations for the morning sessions. Now, number two, what if you have a website and you're driving traffic from social media? So how can you measure how many visitors and how much percentage of social media is driving traffic for your website? Or are there a lot of organic searches? And all this, are they good quality or not? When they land on your website, do they stay? If they don't stay, they bounce. Why? Is it because they don't understand? They don't understand, this website talking about what? I saw on Facebook, it was about A, but when I come to website, it was about B. And I've seen a lot of content like this. So there is one example. So they're selling grooming products for men. They did an ad campaign for women. So they were targeting hey, this is a reusable product, in the long run, you're saving money, saving environment, and so on and so forth. So people really like it. They click. It goes to a site where you see the whole site is targeted for men. What happened to the ad? There was a discontinuity. And then you actually read in the comments, people hey, I thought you were targeting women. But when I went there, it was selling boxes and briefs and also shavers. So that was a big disconnect. And the most important thing is they were spending money on those ads. So the money literally went to waste. It was a poorly executed campaign. So that will cause a high bounce rate. So I've tested it before. And this is what you need to imagine, right? The user journey from the content all the way to the action you want them to take. Is it one whole story or not? And this is how you measure the messaging of your social media posts. What I say, what I promote is what it is. Or is it a disconnect? Then we have to fix it. And then lead generation. Of course, some things need a bit of decision making. People need some time to think. So what leads can you collect? Of course, those days, name and email very frequent. But nowadays, how often do people check email if it's not for work? Will they pay more attention if you send them a WhatsApp? Or does SMS still work? Or, can we do leads so that we retarget them using social media ads? So you need to understand your customer enough to know what type of leads to collect. A lot of people just, I must collect IC number. But why? Why do you need people's IC number? And that is actually a hindrance. Every time I see a form that requires my IC, I'm like, nah, this person's going to sell my data. So I literally will not fill in that form. So think of the end goal and then work backwards in terms of what you want to measure and what you want to collect. And this will also identify, how good are these leads? What quality? So when you follow up, do they understand what was being promoted? Do they understand your social media messaging? Or did they understand totally different thing? You advertise A, you talk about A, and then they ask about B. So that's, again, a disconnect. That's something that needs to be fixed. Now, customer engagement. Customer engagement can be in the form of likes, comments, shares. And now also, how fast are you responding to customer? So we've consulted a lot of traditional offline brands during the period of this pandemic. For them, getting back to customer is not their priority. For them, it's I'll get back to them in 2 weeks. That's definitely a no-no. On social media, people expect things to be instant. Unfortunately, it has also created some sort of customer demand in a sense where they're if you don't respond to me in the next 5 minutes, I don't want your business. And we've seen a lot of this in the Shopee forums, and it's to a certain extent, we need to understand their frustration, especially if it's something important and if something is low in quantity. So how do we help to manage their perception? So how fast are you getting back to them? By acknowledging them first. You might not have the immediate answer, but it's important to acknowledge them. Why? Because then they know, okay, this business is actually active. If I pay money to this business, is like someone will actually send me the product, not that this person will go disappear and then I lost the money. So that is a lot of fear in online shoppers and online consumers nowadays, because they just have so much options. They don't know how to choose. And as a brand owner, as a business, it's our role to make sure that they have the confidence, they have all the information to make the right decisions when it comes to making a purchase or taking action. Now, of course, different types of content will have different types of engagement. So when you view an image versus a video, what do you expect? So personally for me, I silent my phone. So I do not watch videos with sound. So if the video does not have subtitles, I will skip the video. So that is my personal preference. Now you need to understand your consumer, what do they prefer? Do they like the TikTok engagement video, something that's viral? Or do they like the infographics? Or they prefer, static images where they can just like kind of scroll and scroll indefinitely. So it differs from business to business. A lot of people come to us and like, oh, just give me the cheat sheet. Just tell me A to Z what to do. I'll just copy and paste. Every business is different. Just because you copy and paste something that works for brand A, it might not necessarily work for you. So it's very important that you invest time, a little bit every day. You don't need to invest 24 hours a day to understand the customer, because it really shows in your messaging, in the type of content that you create. Also, don't confuse between ongoing analytics versus campaign-specific metrics. What this means is, yes, do an audit of your social media. This has to be an ongoing effort. You can do it on a weekly basis, every other day, so on and so forth. But for a campaign-specific matrix, especially if you're spending ads on that campaign, let's say upcoming 99 sale, it has to be different, because you're allocating different budget. You're actually spending different resources in terms of managing it. Now, how does it compare towards your evergreen content that's on a daily basis? And how do you define the matrix? Are you measuring awareness, engagement, or conversion? Nothing is immediate, especially for a new brand, a new business that just entered the social media scene. People need time to get to know you. Again, if this is not very clear for you yet, put yourself in their shoes. When you discover a new brand, how long did it take for you to find out more about their brand? How long did it take for you to actually purchase your first purchase with them? More often than not, people don't buy immediately, especially if it's a higher ticket item, something above 50 ringgit. People will think first. And other things that will really drive this is like payday, payday week, sale week, so on and so forth. So take into account of that. Not all metrics are the same. And you can start very simple. You don't need like some canggih software to track. You don't need to subscribe to all these things. You don't need. There's a lot of free solutions out there. So Google Analytics are great for measuring traffic to a website, if you have a website or a blog. Facebook Business Manager, if you're running social media campaigns. And also it will help you manage your page analytics and also Instagram. And you don't need any fancy software. Google Sheet does an incredible job. It has almost all the functions of Excel. It's a live tool that you can collaborate with your team. And most businesses until today, no matter how small or big are them, they are using Google Sheets to track their metrics. Of course, if you want a more detailed one, feel free to take a screenshot of this. I think this will help you dive deeper later to understand, okay, what do I want to measure for the different types of social media content that I'm sharing. And in the different stages, what you should do. So what content is suitable for which stage of marketing? Again, feel free to take a snapshot. I think in the interest of time, I'm not going to go deep dive into this. And most importantly, nothing is a shortcut. You need to experiment. You will fail sometimes, but you learn. You learn that, hey, actually my customer don't like to watch video one. They prefer reading. Okay, then we write more content. We write blogs, maybe we do like EDM, like newsletter on a weekly basis. And then you repeat what works, and then you stop what doesn't work. And how would you know? You will only know if you do it. There's no surefire way, and again, copy pasting other people's strategy might not necessarily work to your success. Okay, now that you understand all this, are you ready or not? Are you ready for social media marketing? Okay, I just want to share a bit more. The impact of COVID-19, especially in the Southeast Asia market. These are statistics directly from Facebook and their group of apps. These are the 3 things that are very, very useful and that gives good results now, especially during the pandemic season across the entire region. So we've seen number 1, increase in digital consumers. All those people that, don't need lah, online is for young people. No, they actually were the first to jump online to do business because retail, offline is really affected no matter how big or small your business is. And this has also increased a lot of users that never order on Grab, Foodpanda, online, Shopee, Lazada, whatever, their first time. They have now become champions of the e-wallets, the online banking, the Maybank to use, and so on. So there's roughly about 30 million people increase in the last about 18 months. So that is an increase of potential customers for your business. Now, number 1, what did really well is Facebook Live. Of course, this also carries to Instagram. Because why? There are certain products and services that you need to explain. You need to show and tell. Having a photo doesn't really justify it, maybe in terms of size, in terms of lighting, and so on and so forth. So Facebook Live especially really help in this. And it's not like, hey, I want to go live in 5 minutes. No, there's actually a plan. Again, screenshot this if you want to. It takes planning. For example, I'm sure for those of you who are joining us now for this Sidec session, you didn't suddenly chance upon this post in the last 5 minutes. You've seen the EDMs, you've seen the Facebook post, so on and so forth. And it's the same thing. When you go live, there is some pre-planning, just like how you would do an event. And it will take some days and some resources to make it happen. And if you have the resources to engage an influencer to help boost your reach, all the more better. So Facebook Live, we've seen a lot of success. Anything from selling food, beauty products, baby clothes. I've seen wedding gowns being sold. I don't know how that works, but that was very interesting for me. And it's definitely a growing segment in Malaysia and also in Southeast Asia. Now, what is a good time to go live? Because Malaysia is a majority Bumi Putra market, after Maghrib is always a good time. Usually Wednesday, Thursdays, after Maghrib prayers, that's a good time to go live on Instagram or on Facebook. Number 2, conversations. Malaysians love to chat on WhatsApp, whether it's for business. Actually, most of the business deals that I encounter, there's always a WhatsApp group. It works better than emails. And so what would be sold via chat? So number 1, clothes. Clothes are still relevant, but the categories of clothes have changed. And why people want to chat when it comes to clothes is because things like sizes are very important. Things like quality, material are very important. And then the other things followed by food delivery. We've also seen skincare, healthcare, and now a lot of COVID test kits at home have a surge. So people want to have enough information before they purchase, because this is something either they're going to consume, whether they're going to eat it or they're going to wear it, something that have contact with their person. And this is important. It's not like, okay, I just want to buy a decoration item. Maybe I don't need to ask so many questions. And again, this conversation is not like, wow, they message you straight away, pay money. Again, it follows the marketing funnel, the awareness, the engagement, the conversion. And when they purchase, always ask for a testimonial. They're more than happy to give if they have a good experience, and then or get them to recommend to their friends. And that's how you grow your business. Number 3, if you are already running ads on Facebook and Instagram, dynamic ads would be very, very useful for you. What this means is it will actually promote your product catalog to Facebook family of apps. That means you do it once through Ad Manager, it will be dispersed across Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and so on and so forth. So you don't have to redo all the settings, but Facebook does it for you. And most importantly is because Facebook has something called a pixel. This is like a cookie. So it can actually collect the different engagement, the different actions of different users, and you can use this to retarget to your audience. Now, three things to remember. Live stream is very important. Malaysians love to chat. And if you have the capacity and resources and time to spend on media buy for Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and so on, use dynamic ads, and this will help you reach more customers that are more targeted. So that's from me today. I'll pass the time back to Chia from Sidec. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Yien Yee. And for those, Miss Yien Yee will join us in the Q&A session also, yeah? So your questions, we will collect it for a later session. Thank you so much. Take some rest for now. Thank you for your sharing. All right, so right now we have our last speaker of the day, Syukran. Hi, Syukran.
Hello
Hi.
everybody. Hello, Mr.
Good.
Chia.
Yeah, I'll do a quick introduction of you to the audience. Yeah, so Syukran here is the founder of ekon.my. So he's an entrepreneurship lecturer focusing on developing digital marketing, technopreneurs, innovation in business. She also obtained many of the professional courses in digital marketing field, which includes like Facebook Blueprint, Instagram for business, mobile marketing, e-marketplaces, Google Ads, so on and so on. YouTube content creator as well. Yeah. So right now, let's pass the time to Syukran to share with you on social media marketing.
Thank you, Chia. Okay, hello everybody. Okay, I will share my PowerPoint. All right, thank you very much. Okay, I just want to share a little bit about social media marketing. Okay, today I'll introduce myself first because I think Miss YY and Miss Roselin just talk a lot of social media marketing strategy and so on. Yes, I just want to add on what I'm practice on a social media marketing and what I do to help entrepreneur as well as my student to be presentable in the social media. Right. Firstly, okay, introduce myself first. This is me. Okay, I'm my full name is Muhammad Syukran bin Jamil. I am as on social media they call me Syukran Jamil. My job is a lecturer in the digital marketing and digital entrepreneurship. Okay, I just developed a new platform in the gig economy. It's called ekon.my. Ekon mean air conditioning. That I enter a lot of competition to get a certification and to get recognized by industry. Right, ekon.my that I practice is to help my student, especially on TVET industry that related to the call is servicing industry. Okay, all this platform, all this logo that you see in my portfolio is this is agencies and I think agencies program that I have involved to help community, especially B40 and students as well as I think as well as teachers to develop and to understand about digital economy or digital marketing. All right. The best thing about this element is I just pointed by my agency called Majlis Amanah Rakyat to attach with MDEC. MDEC mean Malaysia Digital Economy Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation. I think around 2015 until 2000 until now lah 2020 21 2021. All right. Jadi a lot of input from MDEC that they teach and they give to me and all I think a lot of lecturers that have been work together with MDEC. Right. I think the best thing is in my portfolio is I'm helping the call is LADA and tourism industry to help to develop the digital marketing as well as social media marketing to be presentable and to get a lot of engagement to their business. Right now, I cut off. Okay, I'm also the part of the panel of digital marketing in JPK. Okay, this is this is how I think the webinar that I have joined, a lot of webinar that I have joined in the social media, in the digital marketing. I think I start this digital marketing from 2015 until now, and a lot of webinar and talk that I give to the community. Especially I'm focusing on a B40 community also. All right. Okay, this is how I enter the competition about ekon.my, that platform that I developed to help my students to gain a lot of engagement, a lot of job from the public, especially referring on air conditioning servicing and installing. All right, now I just cut short about myself. Then I just focus on what I do, and I want to share with you what I do in the social media. First thing, if we talk about the social media marketing, is I'm more referring to what you must understand what is social media. First, you must understand what is a social media lah. Right? Social media is the definition of social media is a computer or mobile based technology that facilitates the sharing idea, thought, and information through the building virtual network. This is all about the social media. This is called a social media, right? If you understand what the social media is all about, now we go to the little bit about the data from the Digital Malaysia. Okay, the data is come from the hot suit, or they call it, the platforms are called We Are Social. Okay, in the We Are Social in January 2021, social media, we are focusing on social media is now this numbers and the statistic shows that the 28 million people are totaling now are using a social media in Malaysia. Social media user are present 86% of the population in Malaysia now are using a social media. Is number two. Is a second data that we have to understand. And third one is the annual changes, social media, mobile access, and the percentage of the social media users accessing via mobile. This data is for my practicing in social media marketing is I like to give the example based on the data. I love to give a social media marketing, to plan a media marketing based on data. This is data that I get from another page, another website, to help people to plan what is the social media marketing. All right. Then I go more. Then now we call this social media advertising and audience profile. Now this is it's called sociography, or buying persona that have been in the social media. For example, we are focusing on male and female and the age average. All right. Yeah, then we show this statistic shows that this audience in social media are people who has years 25 until 34 years old, that have been a lot of in a social media. Mean it's a youngsters lah. Means a youngsters means young generation, and the more people in the social media is male rather than female. All right. This is a basic, I think a basic or simple data that we can see to plan our social media marketing. All right. Now we see the most used social media platform. The most social media platform in Malaysia that people use, or people subscribe, or I think they see a lot of is first is a YouTube, second is a WhatsApp, third is a Facebook, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, WeChat, Telegram, TikTok, and so on. This is data that we get from the We Are Social and a Hotsuite. Mean the data is this indicator shows that the data is referring to the content that we have to do in our social media marketing. If we saw that data is, we saw the most used social media platform is a YouTube, mean people or or we call people or user or viewer in social media, they love and like to see a content like videos, more videos rather than words and a picture. All right, this is the indicator that we can store and we can plan for our social media marketing. All right. Now, little bit about the what is a popular social media platform in Malaysia. Same with YY, same with Madam Roselin is we talk about same thing. We talk a same platform in Malaysia. First is we talk about Facebook, right? In my perception and opinion, and my practice is before we want to use that platform, we must understand the algorithm of that platform. Mean the algorithm is what is Facebook all about. What is in Facebook? Facebook is a social networking website where user can post, comment, share, photograph, post, like, link to news or other interesting content on web, chat live, watch a short form video. All right, because of this call is Facebook is a lot of things that uh this is the first. I think Facebook is the first social media in Malaysia that we use for our social media, rather than after that Instagram will came, TikTok, and nowadays a lot of platform lah. Right, but Facebook is the first. I think a lot of people will use Facebook for the first social media communication or networking. That's for Facebook is we understand the algorithm of Facebook. People who are in that who is in that platform. In based on the statistic shows that people average age on the Facebook is around 20, I think 30 until 60 years old. This is people, a lot of people that's range the age range that in the Facebook is around 30 and 60 years old. All right. Okay, I go further. Okay, now we understand what is called Instagram. Instagram is it's another platform that same with Facebook, but Instagram are focusing on photos sharing that to you photo sharing app that lets you connect with brand, celebrities, thought leader, and friend, family, and more. Right. When we talk about Instagram, Instagram is a platform that focusing on the photos and photo sharing. Now we call it creative content photos. This is Instagram. Nowadays, Instagram and other, I think a lot of platform now are competing each others. They are creating a new algorithm. They call is video, short video, Insta TV, IGTV, and so on. Means the people in that platform, they are not I think they can use the focus is they only can use one platform to use to get a lot of application and to get a lot of apps to do and to communicate with others. This is how I think this is platform, all the platform that generate from to get the social media. All right. Third one is a WhatsApp. I think a lot of people have a WhatsApp. WhatsApp is makes interacting with the customer easy by providing tools to automate, sort, and quickly respond to the message, level to organize, and easy to find your chat and messages. Now we are talking about the WhatsApp for business lah. Right. This therefore we WhatsApp is a application that we can use for our social media marketing also. Now we go for another platform. We call it TikTok. TikTok is a now trending platform that everybody talk about. TikTok is referring to the short video sharing apps allow user to create and share 50-minute until 3 minutes video on any topic that you want to give to the public or the community or the viewer. Okay, TikTok. And then last one is we call it as YouTube. YouTube is very sharing, video sharing service, and user watch, like, sharing, comment, and upload their own videos. Right. This is all the platform that I want to share because uh, referring to my practice, I love to know the platform first rather than before I start to do a plan for the digital marketing or social media marketing. Now I bring that element to the viewers. That first thing is you must understand the platform first. The understand the platform is to know who is your targeted customer. This is very important before you go more further to get to do a marketing or social media marketing. Okay, how to market in how to market on a social media. All right. Our social media is used to be a social media platform to connect with your audience to build your brand, increase sale, drive website traffic, like YY say, like Madam Roselin said, to major social media. The major social media platform at the moment is a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and TikTok, and also YouTube. Okay, now what is a marketing? I think this is simple description about what is marketing is referring to the marketing mix. Either we go for the 4 piece or 7 piece. It depends on what you are planning for the marketing. Therefore, before that, I just talk about this platform. Another one is about the marketing. Its platform is a social media, and another one is marketing. It's a different thing. This is a different things lah. What we call is a social media and marketing mix. Okay, marketing mix. I don't want to explain it because it's I think you can see and you can take a picture about the what is called is the 4 piece and so on, or 7 piece. Okay, what is social media marketing concept? Social media marketing concept is referring to the term of the social media marketing. It means the merge between social media and marketing. Social media and marketing. Refer to use a social media and social network to the market a company's product and services. Social media marketing provide companies with a way to engage with existing customer and reach new ones while allowing them to promote their desire, culture, mission, and tones. This is called social media marketing. Okay, now this is a little bit ecosystem or concept of social media concept is like the society, company, and consumer. Three element that involved in the social media marketing concept. Alright, let me share my own experience. Okay, I work as a lecturer. I was a lecturer. Then I just appointed by my institution to help the B40 community around Kuala Lumpur. The best thing that I do is I just appointed to help the makcik that sell kuih at Kuala Lumpur to bring them from the traditional marketing to the digital marketing. What I do is first thing is I go to see that makcik, then I ask that makcik is what is the USP, is a unique selling point, is value proposition in the common way lah. I ask that makcik in the common way. Then they give all the input is called the data for me lah. They give the input what they do, what they have been done, what is the income and so on. Right now, I just take all that input that makcik give to me. Then I plan the simple digital marketing or social media marketing concept. That I do is first thing is I just solve the problem of the people in Kuala Lumpur means every morning they have to go to buy breakfast. They have to park their car, I think, so far to buy a kuih or to have a breakfast. Now I solve that problem. I ask them, makcik, okay, we do data. We call it we use a Google form. We use a Canva and we use a email marketing, and three elements that we use in digital marketing that impact will give a lot of customer and engagement to that makcik that sell that kuih. Means the sales increase, I think around 20 to 30% after we embed and we put a digital marketing or social media marketing concept to that makcik that sell kuih. Then now they keep increasing and doing a lot of platform that nowadays is, I think, a TikTok and so on lah. Right? This is that how that I do on digital marketing uh, plan. Right? Okay. For my experience, I just teach a student B40 is referring more to the rural communities and also as a SMEs. Okay, what is the problem? Okay, because just before that, I just inform all of you that if I want to do something plan for my social media marketing, I'm focusing on the problem that what we want to solve, what the product that want to solve the problem of the community or the customer. Okay, second one is a setup marketing plan based on your problem and problem that you want to solve. Before we mean the marketing plan or social media marketing plan that you want to set up is must based on the problem that you want to solve, right? For example, I think, okay, this is a several I think tips, social media marketing and tips and tricks. Also, I just share what I do. First thing is I start this marketing. I start with organic marketing first rather than paid marketing. Organic mean free. I do a lot of free marketing rather than I go to the Facebook ads and so on. This is how I do and I share with all of you, right? Second one is I just recognize who is our target audience. Mean is a teenager or is a man, is a woman, what's the behavior, age, and so on. And then I just identified it. Mean age, location, average income, typical job title, industry, and interest, and etc. This is the data that I get before I plan my social media marketing. Third one is which social media platform that you want to choose. Mean after you understand your target audience, you understand what is your problem, what's the product that what you want to solve the problem of the community. Now you have to choose the social media platform. Mean either you want to choose Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. Is depend. I rather or you can choose all of that platform, but like Madam Roselin said, but you if you can manage it, you can use it. If you can manage it, you can you just choose two or one or two platform that related to your target audience only, right? Then we go to the third one is create a social media concept. Concept mean you when you are using that social media, mean a Facebook or Instagram. Now I referring more to the Instagram. Concept mean the brand that you bring to your social media platform. Mean for example is Instagram. If you do I take example of a Bali banana. It called a Bali banana. Bali banana is one of the concept of the uh, one of the concept. They bring a banana colors to their Instagram posting and structure of this Instagram structure of the Instagram uh, platform that they do to give the concept to the community to show that they are based on or base the product is using based on the banana, right? This is one of example. You can saw this Bali banana Instagram. I think it's a good example for the concept of the business and branding. And third one is referring to the, okay, after you go to the social media concept and Okay, now you have to plan your creative content. Okay, creative content like Madam YY said, like Madam Roselin said, is depend on your creativity. But the most important thing for my experience, for my advice is you want to use a creative content is means it must be you must be mix and match. Mix and match mean a video plus with words equal to emotional intelligence. Picture plus and with words equal to emotional intelligence. That's how we do to get a lot of engagement lah. Because in social media we are referring to the engagement rather than sales. Sales is engagement first, then sales will come after a lot of engagement to our social media. Now, after we posting a lot of social media creative content, targeted audience, and also on, now we have to prepare call to action tools. Call to action tools mean either we want to bring to the WhatsApp or to our website or to what of call to action tools. I mean, sign up or so on. This is you must prepare. You must be prepared on that thing lah. Alright. Then what's your after sales service? What you give to the customer after you sell the product and they buy your product. And third one is prepare a tool collect data for your engagement. Before, I mean, you have to collect the data. Data is a subjective thing, right? In the social media, for me, like is a data, share is a data, comment is a data, and a lot of things on our one posting is a data for me, for my view lah, right? Because in data we can set up a retargeting strategy and to get more engagement and more sales from the customer. All right, social media still also is okay. I go further. Okay, after all this thing that you do for free marketing or organic marketing in a social media, lastly you can prepare for the paid marketing to get more engagement with the Facebook ad, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, and so on. All right, this is I think that's all for. Okay, after you just do the paid advertising or marketing, then you must see this revise. You must revise and readjust based on the report analysis that you get from the paid marketing that you do before. All right. Okay, I think that's all for my sharing today. Okay, I give to Miss Chacha first. Sorry.
Thank you. It's
Thank
okay.
you very much.
Thank you so much, Encik Syukran. Yeah, so thank you again for your session. I'm sure a lot of us
Right.
learned a lot from our speakers of today. I know you have to go. Yeah, so I'll just tell the audience about it. I mean, for all of you, thank you again for Encik Syukran. He has to run for another meeting, so he won't join us for Q&A, but he will be commenting on the comment maybe after the sessions. Thank you again. Thank you. Have a nice day, Encik Syukran. Thank you. No worries. All right. So before we move to the Q&A sessions, we have some questions, very good one from the audience of today. Yeah. So we are collecting them, and I will re-invite all our speakers again to the screen right now. Yeah. So, but before we move to that and I will pull out the questions, we would like to collect some of your feedbacks. As usual, each of the session would like to hear feedback from you. So our team will actually post the feedback Q&A link right now that you can see in your comment. So do help us to fill up the feedback form. Yeah, so do some survey, some sessions that you'd like to listen to in the future sessions, as well as areas that we can actually improve on. Yeah, so we'd like to hear from you. So take some time to fill up the survey form. And while we are doing that, I would like to invite Miss YY and Miss Roselin again to be on the screen. Hello.
Hi.
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 All right, so we will move on to the Q&A session. So only two of our speakers are joining us, but let me pull out some of the questions. Yeah, so for audience here, if you have any questions for our speakers, you can also right now type it in the comment. All right, so first up, we have questions from Mr. Tan here. Yeah. So the question is how to convert Insta likes to sales to make the audience buy it. I think everyone also very care about sales. Yeah. So it's a very good question from Mr. Tan here. Maybe we will have both our speakers to answer on this. First up for Miss Roselin first. What's your thoughts on this?
Okay. All right. How to convert Insta likes to sales? This is like a golden question where everybody wants to know. I know. So it's like the most important part here is actually making like the product that you are selling. If you can touch the point of the need of the customer, because you see, most of the time when we post something on our Insta or any platform, we talk from our point. We don't talk from customers' point of view. Is that something they need? It's like you can give a story to captivate them, for them to feel like, you know what, I think I need that. So for me is normally what I say is you have your likes, you have your followers that following you, and you're targeting to sell one product. You make sure have a hook method where you're hooking them into one content to another content, then you literally get them to buy your product. So exact formula to convert them to sales we don't have, but this is kind of tips that you can actually get them to roll on into your Insta, and eventually they'll become your customer. Let's hear from YY.
Yes. Miss
Hi.
YY, your thoughts.
Okay, so yeah, definitely there's no magic way of making this happen because every business is different. But I believe that, you know, as a business owner, as a brand owner, why we are in business, I think all of us share this passion, which is to solve problems. So now, if your product or your service is solving a pain point of the potential customer, then they are more likely to convert. So understanding their pain point is important. So common pain points that we usually address in our social media content would be, is this helping them save money? You know, especially during the pandemic, saving money is very top of mind. Number two is, will this save me time? Will it, you know, instead of me manually doing the process for 2 hours, will it save me time and I can finish this in 15 minutes? For example, I recently bought an onion chopper, the USB powered one. So I'm never crying again while chopping onions. So for me, that is solving my problem. So that for me was very easy to buy. So that's just a very simplistic example. Of course, again, you know, every day people are browsing through many social media content. Having to always be top of mind. That means reminding them that, hey, this product or service solves your problem, and we need to address it in to a point where the customer is like, yes, I really need this, and that is when they will convert.
Actually, very true. There's no like magic formula. Everyone is different. So we're focusing on like doing content and then giving the best. If there's any inquiries, then we're following up with them. Then eventually, if like the audience really like it, yeah, so they will actually purchase it and become like your loyal customers that, yeah, continue from there. All right, so good one. Maybe we have like another questions. I think it's from Andy Tan. Just now there's this questions and it's directed to Miss Roselin. So some items are, some items are not allowed to be posted under Facebook policy. So how to overcome this challenge? Yeah, so like the restriction apply for both personal profile and business page. Yeah.
Yeah, Andy, beautiful question. You know why? Because this keywords that we use in Facebook, which can block our account or sometimes it deletes those pages, is like literally changes. Like an example, when COVID pandemic started, you can't even put the word face mask on your post. Everyone who put the word face mask got rejected, literally got rejected the moment it is there. So after that, I think about last year when it came to October, November, slowly you use that word, it's not so bad, they allow you to. So how do you actually find all this is, Andy? A simple thing is, go into Facebook Help Center. They have these guidelines that you can actually follow. They tell you those kind of words that you can use, your regulated words, what is not regulated words. How can you cannot declare like something that's been very standard, especially on social media, is you can never declare that your supplements or any healthcare product can solve any diseases. The moment that particular healthcare disease solving comes in, right, automatically your post has been taken out. So I noticed this throughout this 5 years. I would say that's been consistent. But any other word, it's always based. It keeps changing. They allow, then they don't allow. So it's like that. So Andy, answer that I could give for this is literally go into Facebook Help Center, and also Insta does have a, you go to Google and put the sensitive words in Insta. Try not to use all those words that's sensitive. Try not to declare that particular product can solve something. Try not to use too much of this pandemic COVID words on your words as sentence. And one more important tips that I want to give you guys that I noticed when you're writing a Facebook post, don't use too much of I, she, and he in that post. Okay? Right. That's from me.
All right, thank you so much for the answer. Very enlightening, yeah. So good one for that. And we have like some another question. I think it's very good, but I want to direct this to Miss YY. So there are a lot of social media platforms, right? So you work with a lot of social commerce as well. So based on your experience, advertising on which social media brings the best ROI? I think there's a lot of people would like to know as well.
Okay, so when we're speaking about ROI, if we're talking specifically about sales, again, it's a journey. You have to build brand awareness, get engagement before they convert. Again, there's no direct path. There's no like magic formula for this. It really depends on your product and it really depends on your service. But in the context of Malaysian consumers, definitely the engagement and conversion on Facebook is higher because it's more targeted. We are able to segment them better. There's more functions. There's more dedicated tracking on the pixel. Remember that Instagram and WhatsApp is actually acquired as a third party to join the Facebook group of apps. And also Instagram and WhatsApp primarily has less function. And so we don't have as much data points as it were from the customer to track. So in this sense, typically for a campaign, we will use Instagram to build brand awareness and then to retarget them on Facebook posts. And then the conversion happens on Facebook or like an Instagram story swipe up later. So ROI really depends on a few variables. We need to understand the product, the service, your pricing points, and then actually where your customers are at. So if the case is your customers totally live on Instagram, then we can't do the retargeting on Facebook. So it takes a few things to understand better and to determine what is the true ROI of your social media campaign.
Very, very holistic answer for this. Yeah, of course, because people just trying to see like which one will give the best. But again, back to like different industry is different and your audience are different. Your customers are from different social media as well, right? So we have to understand the insights in order for us to craft out a better strategies. Very thank you for that, Ms. YY, for the answer. And we have a couple of more questions. I'll pick out like some questions from I think there's one that is very good one for, okay. So algorithm works on both sides as well from color on this one. Yeah. So to the panel here, both of you. So how does the algorithm works on both Facebook and Instagram? Yeah. So like on different accounts, if that is like a general one, you can actually share it with the audience. Maybe Miss Roselin on this.
Okay. So how do the algorithm work for both Instagram, Facebook to touch the different accounts? Okay, very easy, very simple. The algorithm like posts that's engaging.
Yes.
It likes posts when you see people are reacting or people are commenting or people are sharing. So the challenge here is how to make that happen. And in Facebook and Insta, it's more of like in a short period of time, you need to get that engagement up. So this is the two question. If you can solve these two questions, right? How I can write to spark the conversation? How do I write for people can engage with me? And how can that happen in a short period of time? Then you already win the algorithm for these food platforms. So if you can do that and you can actually tweak it much more better, and every time that you post, you have a fan club or you have followers or you have these people who's there watching and they go like they just one like like you get a 10 likes within 1 hour, you're already considered a very, very good engaging post. Then the algorithm opens you up for more people.
Yes. Okay. So algorithm works on engagement, which is very, very true because that will consider like a good content for people, right? So linking on these questions, which I will direct the next question to Miss YY because Miss Roselin mentioned about like content, right? So there's another question from Faye here. So how to create like engagement with followers? how to use data analytics to retarget and increase conversion. Yeah.
Okay, so the beauty of as a marketer, I believe that Facebook has built a wonderful solution for social media marketing. This is with paid ads. So how do we create engagement? How do we use this data? So this data is collected via pixel. So basically, whenever you take an action, the pixel is like for a simple term, we call it like a ghost lah, that kind of haunts you across social media. This is why, like, you go to Zalora, you check out, like, hey, I love this handbag, I browse. I never add to cart. And then you go back to Facebook, Instagram, that's it lah. You just keep seeing this bag forever and ever. So actually that's automated because this pixel follows the audience. So when you do this, you can actually run campaigns. Instead of selecting the audience, you select the pixel. You select the pixel, and in the pixel, you can actually determine, okay, what action did the potential customer take that I want to take, that I want to target. Did they view my website in the last 30 days? Did they click on certain call to action, so on and so forth? And that has been proven as a strategy, but the conversion rates will differ across different businesses. That has been proven as a strategy that retargeting works better in terms of bringing conversions. Because again, top of mind, how do we stand out from the crowd in the millions of content that we consume on a daily basis in social media?
Yes, actually very good. And then there are a lot of questions still coming in, yeah. So I will pick like 2 or 3 more then before we end the sessions for today, yeah. So there's one very good from Ahmad, which I think is similar to like Maverick question as well. So like we talked about social media marketing today. I think some of the business owners are in B2B line. So from both of your point of view, social media, is it used like suitable, the marketing concept to use it for B2B? Yeah. Or B2G sales. All right. Miss Roselin, I think it's B2B or B2C, yeah? Miss
B2C,
Roselin. Yeah.
Okay,
your
yeah,
thoughts
I
on
was
this.
looking at it. B2G, what is he trying to say? Okay, right. So this is a beautiful question because majority of them ask that question. Again, this one, we have to look back into our customer persona. Who is your customer persona and where are these people are spending their time the most? If you ask me, since I have a community that I have a Facebook group, a big community that I work with, which is a sellers and buyers, I would say that based on my experience, Facebook, LinkedIn works good for B2B. B2C comes in handy with TikTok as well as Insta. Again, every social media platform has a different reach, and you need to know whether your industry, your audience, your customer persona are they there or not. So if you ask in a bracket question, can social media be used for B2B and B2C? Answer is yes. But which platform is going to be something that's workable for you? You need to reevaluate back your customer persona and you need to know where your customer is. This takes a bit of time to do research, but you're only going to do this research once. Then once you already know, you can plan your marketing strategy, you can plan your goal, and then you can probably come up with a beautiful content and you can attract. Like I did mention just now, LinkedIn, when you're talking about B2B, LinkedIn gives you a very high conversion rate because there you have people who can make the decision for your deal to go through when it comes to B2B. And you can convince them that you are a market leader, you know what you're talking about, they trust you. It's very fast, you can build trust there. So every platform had its benefit as well. So end of the day, yes, as a business owner, we have to do a bit of work. We need to do our research, make sure we know who's our customer and where are they parking, especially during this pandemic. Okay, guys. So if you got all that answer, then you'll be able to, that question that you asked, you know the answer already.
Very good answer, yeah. And your thoughts, any points to add on this, Miss YY?
Definitely. I think social media works for B2B, or in this case, if B2G, we're talking about government potential leads. Because at the end of the day, we are not marketing to a business. We are marketing to a person who makes decision on behalf of a business. Yes, LinkedIn works extremely well in this because people already have the mindset. When I'm browsing LinkedIn, I'm truly focused on a professional point of view. Maybe Facebook and Instagram is more personal, not related to work. But that does not mean it doesn't work, because at the end of the day, again, if we tap onto the benefits that ad manager has built across the years, right? Aside from using pixel, the targeting can also be what we call geographical targeting. So this is something that we used to do a lot when we were running events. Drop in on the location, then you can literally target the entire radius of area, right? So if you travel to different countries, sometimes when you land at the airport, you connect to the Wi-Fi, and the first thing you see in your Facebook is "Welcome to Singapore Changi Airport." You're like, "Hey, how you know?" Right? So this kind of things doesn't happen by magic. There is a science behind it that we can set, and you can also do this for your own business. If you're like looking to target a certain area that you know that, hey, all the government offices or all the decision makers for maybe HR are in a certain location, so KL CBD area. That is something that you can utilize to help drive awareness for your campaign and services. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So very good answers from both. Our time is upcoming, but I have one last questions, I think, for all of our speakers here as well. So there are some good questions that coming. So don't worry, for some of you, our speakers will also if they're free after the sessions, they will also engage and answer some of the questions in the comment as well. Yeah. So for the last question I would like to pull out is also again from Andy. Talking about Telegram. So just now we went through a lot of social media as well, right? So we spoke about WhatsApp as well. So Telegram is getting popular. So is it another good channel to leverage right now? So based on both of your experience. Miss Roselin? Yes.
Yeah. Telegram is something that, this became I remember this happened where people got panicked when WhatsApp sent a message they're going to share their data with Facebook, and everyone wanted to go out of WhatsApp. Telegram and Signal came into the picture, and I was like, why are you all panicking? So yes, that was a question I asked everyone who came and asked me, do you think it's still safe for me to run business in WhatsApp? But Telegram is actually a powerful tool by itself. What's the difference? In WhatsApp, we have limitation when it comes to group, when it comes to broadcast messages. And when you create a channel, you have some certain kind of limitation. But in Telegram, you can actually, a group can cater quite, I've forgotten the exact number, but I know broadcast is unlimited. And Telegram is about a huge number that groups that you can actually add. And one important thing that I like in Telegram is, let's say you got a group. You posted something important there, right? And then later on, when the members are coming in, they can see whatever you posted before. You don't need to write the same thing again and again when you have a new member. So it makes your life a bit more easier. And a lot of them that it has expanded to Telegram literally even run classes in Telegram. Okay, I've heard that. I was so mesmerized. It's like they have used that platform to that extent, and it has supported very well. So it is getting popular, yes, and it's a beautiful platform if you can leverage on it, and you can actually create your own tribe. Because at this current era of marketing, creating your tribe, creating people that can do an advocacy for you, literally creating more salesperson for your business, make them happy that they used your product so they can go out and talk. If you have a Telegram, it will be very easy for your communication purpose, because WhatsApp and Telegram, it's a communication app. People love to get communicated easily through these two platforms.
Yes. So it's we check our WhatsApp and Telegram on daily basis as well, right? So it's a very good one for us to use. And any point to add on this one, Miss Boy?
So Telegram, yes, definitely it has less limitations. So definitely we use it a lot for lead generation. Lead nurturing. So when the leads sign up, so we can pull them all. I think in those days we used to use Facebook groups, but it's not as the reach is not as wide as Telegram.
Yep.
So Telegram, we can put files. We can even go live stream, and there's a lot like Roselin mentioned, the newer members come in, they can still refer to the pin messages, so on and so forth. So with lead nurturing, Telegram is a great tool. We've seen a lot of businesses, especially service-oriented businesses, use this to cater to their audience. Yep.
All right then. Thank you so much. And I'm sure there are like some more questions, yeah? So like some of them still ask like how to create like engagement, then like posting timing, is it one of like the main consideration to have like better engagement? Actually, all these answers are like yes. And I mean, the timing is yes. Data analytics, which I think both the speakers also spoke about, like how to check on your like audience or your audience behavior, and then where's the like best timing for you to actually post it. So all this actually comes to like a better holistic view for social media marketing as well. Yeah. So I thank you so much for both our speakers. For those of the audience, if you still have questions, yeah, so you can also engage and connect with our speakers. So we have Miss YY over here from AVANA. So you can check out on her like social media to connect with her. Today we talk about social media marketing, right? So we have Miss Roselin also. So you can also check out on her social media to connect with her. Yeah, so over to here. And last but not least, again, thank you so much, Miss YY and Miss Roselin for today's sessions. Thank you. Yeah, we hope to have you. No problem. Yeah, thank you. Very insightful. Yeah, so we hope to have you all back in the future session as well. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye. And for us, all of you are still here before we end this session, we'd like to thank you again for your participation. Yeah, so we will pull out like the survey form again at the end of the session. So do help us to fill in the information. I'll also do a little bit of brief for those that benefited from today's session. We have upcoming next week here on 7th of September on Google Marketing. And you can see some of the information have been updated on Sidec Facebook as well as the website. So if you are interested to find out more information, do register for it. And follow up next week, we also have affiliate marketing. And then email marketing and content marketing on 14th as well as on the 21st. And for those that would like to join for like master classes, so I do a little bit of marketing here again. For master class, it will be on the 6th of September. The registration can start, you can start filling in for to register from 6th of September. Yeah, so it will be 150 per class. There will be like Malay classes first for MC 1, 2, 3, 4, and follow up in November. There will be English classes for MC 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. So once again, I would like to say thank you. You guys are an awesome bunch of audience, and I will hope to see you next week again. Yeah, so same time 2 to 4 on Tuesday and Thursday. For now, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.